All right. I'm trying to do like a Dungeons and Dragons equivalent, but it starts with girl bosses and... Alright, girl bosses and managers, welcome in.
Alright.
It's it's Nordmark. We're gonna go to a pillar and probably blow it up with the way Nordmark has been going so far. Just detonate it.
Well, actually, we're gonna set it on fire because we need a blazing pillar of victory.
So yeah, welcome on in, everyone. Welcome on in. So we have a couple of players who've been here before. Couple playing new characters, and also we have Aeon, who joined us here in session 0 right at the beginning, and made their character, which is Vanston Damerel. Is that how it's pronounced? I didn't ask. Yes. Excellent. And I've been very, very excited to see Vanston in action. So this is going to be great.
Amazing. No pressure.
Oh yes, that's it. 100% pressure. You're gonna have to carry this whole thing because the rest of us are half asleep. So I'll because we have got a few new characters as well as, you know, a whole new player. Let's introduce the characters again. We'll introduce yours as well, Andres, even though most people probably are familiar with Sal. But
to an extent.
To an extent. In fact, let's start with Sal. Let's start with Sal, and we'll work from left to right on my screen. So it's going to be Sal, it's going to be Vanston, it's going to be Frida, and then it is going to be Amity. Please let me know if I've gotten those messed up. But yeah, we'll start with Sal.
Sal is Airedale's well-known and well-respected librarian and private investigator. Some of those phrases might be exaggerated, but you know, they're known. Sal also goes by Sally, but no one seems to call Sal Sally at this point in time. And yeah, Sal is a travel wizard with a big hat and a cute cat.
That's right.
It's a nice tagline. I like that tagline.
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah. Okay, over to Aeon with Vanston Damerel. It's just a name I love saying.
It's great. Vanston Damerel, a human cleric of the god Praetorius, attends to a lot of the religious duties in the town. Not all of them, but like just the ones that Taffer, I think it is, isn't working on. Also, being a cleric of the god of knowledge, knows a lot about local history and lore, spends a lot of time in Sal's library, also kind of helps out there occasionally. That's Vanston.
That's great. And then over to Ben with Frida.
So Frida is my other character, Aetos' wife, and she is she's been a stay-at-home mum all the last couple of 100 years, raising their 20-odd kids, and now she is a stay-at-home wife, I guess. She takes care of all of the things that Aetos is incapable of, so the finances, the housekeeping and everything. She is quite a prolific figure in the community of Airedale. Knows everyone, knows everything about everyone, likes to find out everyone's secrets. It should probably be quite the gossip if she actually gave out any of the secrets, but she's kind of a hoarder of knowledge in that way. She is a bard and will be entertaining the party with stories as they travel.
Very nice. Why has Frida suddenly decided to go on an adventure?
Aegis needs to take a break. She's heard about this kind of mysterious pillar that's out in the hills and needs to know its secrets.
Okay, that sounds good. And last and certainly not least, we have Amity.
Amity Snapdragon. A rather short tiefling, very happy, very bubbly. Raised by the druids. Big respect for nature. Not very good at the magic though. She's there's some spells that might come online eventually, but at the moment, you know, none of that's working. Constantly has dreams about a dragon. Who knows what that's about? But there's it says they've heard about this deal with the tower having a problem and figured, I can lend a hand.
Well, luckily there are no dragons in Nordmark, so nothing to worry about there.
On like 2 sessions ago, it nearly killed us all.
yeah, there was. So before we get started with today's session, people have had a chance to do a bit of downtime. We're going to go from right to left just to describe what the downtime was, basically. And the reason we're going right to left is the left one is the most interesting.
Yes, reading books.
Yeah, sure. So we'll start with Memphis. What did Amity get up to?
Amity bought some supplies to be ready for what could potentially be a bit of climbing, given how Fontaine's pillars, I believe it's Fontaine?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Fontaine's pillars can tend to run rather in the tall side and not always with clear ways up them. So Amity wanted to get some preparation in. Being the ranger, they're well familiar with how to traverse different terrains, including what could essentially be a cliff face. So we bought some rope, we got some pitons made, and just because I had a bit of spare time, some caltrops and the like.
Yeah. Did I make you roll for consequences? I think I did, and you were fine.
No.
No? Did I ask you for a D10?
No, I didn't think I had consequences since I was just acquiring things from a blacksmith.
Oh, you weren't doing the crafting downtime, you were just buying.
Well, I had to hire a blacksmith for the pitons and the
oh yeah, no, there's still consequences. Okay. Roll me a D10, and I'll do everyone else's, and I'll come back to yours in a sec.
Yep.
Over to Frida. Frida, what downtime did you get up to?
So Aegis had previously acquired a potion of heroism, but he's terrible at talking to people, so Frida sold it on his behalf. And rolled a fantastic, I think it was a 25 she rolled, and got like 3,000 gold for it. So then used that to buy herself some fancy breastplate armor.
The Hjellemans, is it Hjelleman?
Yeah.
They've just suddenly come into literally 10 years' wages by selling that potion. Yeah, it's gone great, and we've done your consequences roll, and there were no consequences to this action, which is great. Over to Aeon. Now, I don't think Vanston did any downtime, or am I wrong on that one?
I planned it and then forgot to roll it. I was just going to do religious services twice and then store, because I got way too much downtime right now and no money. So I was going to do religious services twice and then store the rest of it for afterwards.
Okay, well, tell you what, I'll boot up what is needed for religious services, and we'll resolve that now, because that won't take too long.
Cool, it can't go that wrong, right?
No, surely not. So what I will need for religious services is a intelligence religion check or charisma persuasion check. Your choice.
Fantastic. I'm going to be doing intelligence religion because that's the one I have points in.
And do that one twice and we'll see what you get.
Okay, that's a 15.
15's good.
And an 11.
Both of those get you 1 favor each, because it's 11 to 20 to get a favor.
Good stuff.
So, in broad terms, that's either assistance from a temple, there aren't too many temples around, or it's literally assistance from a god. So, you don't need to spend it immediately, you can store them up, you've got up to 1 plus your character's charisma modifier that you can store, basically. And,
okay.
So you can just hold on to those for general support. Usually in roleplay sort of situation, like you can get someone to help you who's got the same god, or you can literally just ask the god for help. Now, it won't work as well as a cleric's divine intervention, but you may well get some assistance, some minor assistance. Divine intervention is as powerful as the wish spell, but minor deity assistance in situations.
Okay, cool.
And now I need 2 D10 rolls, please.
I can only store 1 of those, but I will just store 1 of those. That's fine for now.
Okay, if you store 1 of those, you can. I tell you what, I will give you 1. What your god is Preteritus. Okay. You will get something that I'm stealing from Iris. So this is called a knowledge point. Mark it down on your sheet. You've got a knowledge point. What you can do is you can spend that at any time to ask the DM a question, and they will answer it truthfully.
Incredible. Love it.
Yeah. So you can ask it about anything to do with knowledge, and they will answer it truthfully, and that will spend that point. So that's what you can have, because that would be essentially you cashing in immediately. But the other one you can keep in your pocket and you can just use on a god of your choice. Obviously you'll get better luck with Preteritus. And yeah, two d10s.
Okay, I got 5 and 3.
You're fine. It's only a 1 you've got to worry about. Speaking of worrying about, over to Andres.
Hi, it's me. I did research because I was looking into what it takes to get a magic item of a particular type. And I rolled, I think it was a 17?
That's right,
Yes.
You got a 17, which was 2 pieces of lore. And importantly...
I rolled a downtime. A consequence of 1.
Yeah, you got the 1. So I'm just double checking distances. Okay, so the 2 pieces of lore you got are related to something called the Knave's Eye Patch. You've been trying to find this thing, right? So it is approximately, and this is approximate, you may need to do more to narrow it down or do some local exploration because it's a fair bit far away. Let me just open the DM map, because your first thing is it is on the coast. The second thing is going to be direction and distance. So let me just open the map and make sure I've got the right one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, it is approximately 12 tiles to the north of Airedale on the coast.
Okay.
And yes, also, you've rolled a complication. Now, I've pre-rolled what your complication is, just to save a little bit of time. And this one's a doozy, it really is. So can you write down on your sheet, or somewhere convenient, that you are to tell me at the end of your next long rest. And actually at the end of every long rest. For the end of time. You're just going to tell me I'm cursed.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. One of those books that you looked through was cursed.
That's fun.
Something is going to happen at the end of a long rest. In your time in Airedale, you've started seeing like flickers of white at the edge of your vision in the mornings, in the early mornings. And you're thinking maybe you're just tired or something, but something's going to happen.
It's just the sunlight sensitivity.
Yeah, it's probably it's just the drow sunlight sensitivity happening. Yeah. But yeah, so note that down. One of these complications is literally someone tells you a load of bullshit, which I find hilarious. Like, gives you really bizarre theories about the world.
I also love the one that bans you from the library because I'm the librarian.
Yeah, banned from your own library for eldritch knowledge. But anyway, let's bring it back to Airedale itself. Now, each of you has been individually summoned to the jail by a snickering courier who refuses to elaborate. But just says that that oh god, what's his name? The sheriff Cletus, that's it. Cletus Fairburg Jr. needs your presence, and it's urgent. But the courier will not elaborate. Oh, excellent. Enfys rolled an 8 on complications, which it does indeed mean no complications. So complications are rare. It's a 1 in 10 for every week that you spend, basically. They'll happen eventually. Everyone will get them, but they're not very common. But yeah, so why do you think... and we'll go left to right, starting with Andres. Starting with Sal, more accurately. Why do you think Cletus Fairburg Jr. wants to see you so urgently?
I'm pretty sure something or someone is missing. Why else would they ask for me?
That sounds logical. Yeah. What about Vanston?
My immediate suspicion is that someone has unexpectedly died and they need an emergency priest. That
sounds likely as well. Yeah. What about Frida?
I think Cletus wants to know something, but I'm not going to tell him anything. It's just not how I operate, and I'm just going to go and tell him that he should hire better staff because this courier was very quite rude, I'd say.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. And Amity.
I have no idea, but I do know like the surrounding countryside really well, and I'm really reliable and helpful. So they just want my help. Who wouldn't? I'm amazing.
Keen.
Okay, so you all arrive about the same time at the jail, and you step inside, and your eyes sort of get used to how dim it is in here because Cletus likes to nap, so never has the lights on in. And as your eyes adjust, you see that Cletus isn't sat there like in the reclining chair that he's got. The one that's got a little. It's almost like a half rocking chair. He just leans back in it and naps. So he's not in there. But suddenly you hear, "Hey, over here! You took your time.
Awake. There must be something wrong."
Yeah, I'm in here. I'm in the jail cell. I've managed to lock myself in. I need some assist. I can't find my keys.
Do you want me to pick the lock for you, or do you want me to find your keys?
Whatever works. Just get me out of this jail cell.
Let's do the fast option first, and then I can help you with the keys.
I bet the keys have been left somewhere really obvious, like on his desk or hung up on a hook or something.
You can roll me a perception check to look for them while Andres is trying to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it'd be dexterity thieves tools if you're.
The cat is helping me with eyesight because giving me a second pair of senses to let me know if I'm
Fireball's
getting
taking
things
the
right.
help action. Yeah, okay.
I'm taking the help action.
Total of 23.
23.
Same.
Okay. Okay, so you get that. You pop that lock open pretty quick. And Amity, you see the keys. Yeah, you see the keys. Just as the door pops open, and Cletus stands up and goes, "Oh, that is better. Freedom at last." You see that they're strapped to his belt. He walks down like, what about them keys now? Where are they? Yeah, I need you to find them. I can't be operating a jail cell without keys.
I'm just
Peter, darling, I think you
laughing
better
and
sit
pointing
down.
at the belt.
What you laughing at? You
Just
pointing at me? You laughing at my weight? I mean, I can still chase you around all that Airedale.
The keys are on your
the
person.
keys.
The keys are on my purse. Oh, god dang nabbit! What a waste of time. I could have been napping. Anyway, get out of my sight.
Mr. Cletus, please never change. You are a delight. Toodles.
I do not intend to change. Change is not in my nature. Okay, so that's your intro, and now you're all leaving town. Yes. Willow's just said most intelligent police officer.
We love him.
So for travel, you are off to the pillar. I've marked the pillar on the map because you all know the exact location of it. So it's over here to the west. And it is about it's 3 hexes away. So it's up to you where you go. So the travel system works in a sort of token-based system. So you decide what pace you're taking at the start of the day. And you get a number of tokens that you spend to enter places. And it costs more to enter a place that's full of hills than it does plains and that sort of thing. Where you are, you're surrounded by rivers. They add a few tokens as well. But yeah, first of all, before we set off and decide a traveling pace, let's work out the travel order. So for that, we need someone in the vanguard right at the front. We need someone in the rear guard at the back, and then any number of people in the middle. I mean, they can be in the front or the back as well. You don't have to have people in the middle rank, but people in the middle can do things like make maps and stuff like that.
Amity would absolutely take the lead.
Amity's taking the lead doing some scouting, okay.
Ranger doing the ranger thing.
Doing the ranger thing, yeah, totally makes sense.
Sal will be in the rear to also, have the cat on, looking around.
Yep. most of what this determines is if someone, like, if you're in the rear and someone is chasing you, it's going to be their perception check to spot it. If you're in the front and someone's setting an ambush, it's going to be that person's responsibility to see it, that sort of thing. And those in the middle can do other things. So people in the middle can forage, people in the middle can do things like look at tracks and draw maps and stuff like that.
Frida's going to be in the middle and just constantly chatting to everyone. She wants to be in the middle so that she can have the easiest ear access.
Yep.
I'm going to be at the front, I think.
Okay, that sounds good.
Expecting an ambush.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so next we have to determine pace. So as I say, you get a number of tokens depending on pace. There's fast pace, normal pace, and slow pace. If you're going fast, your perception checks are made at disadvantage. Passive perception has a -5 to it. Navigation checks, that's to not get lost, are made at disadvantage. You can't use stealth, you can't forage, you can't track, you can't draw a map. So that's literally you're just running across country as fast as you can, paying no heed. That'll get you 12 tokens. Normal pace, which will get you 9 tokens. You can just make perception checks, navigation checks, forage, track, draw a map. You can do pretty much everything except use stealth. For that, you need to go slowly, where you get 6 tokens. For token costs, going over plains, that costs 3 tokens per hex. Going over hills costs 4. Going over rivers adds 1 to whatever the base terrain is. Those are pretty much the only ones you're going to be dealing with in this journey. I think you're probably not going through the forest unless you're taking a really circuitous route. But if you need to know what that is,
the Dryad.
Yeah, just Dryad first and then off over to the pillar.
We haven't done a quest yet, but we haven't looked for the Dryad, so I don't think we should change that. Let's go to the woods. That is a joke. I vote to cross the river to the plains, to the southwest. Starting, and I vote to go normal so we can get food from Amity.
So down here, and then over to here, and then over to here.
See, I was going to suggest we just go directly west, because then we don't have to cross any rivers.
That was going to be my suggestion, was just take an amble alongside the river and then head south to the pillar.
Yep.
That does avoid a river crossing.
Yep.
That's true. But
I don't know how we're going to cross the river, because we don't have anybody with a boat at the moment.
That's a fair point, I suppose. In fairness, it's the same time either way, because we're going at normal pace.
Minus
let's just go directly to west.
Yeah.
Go west.
Okay, so let me see what happens. So the way this travel works is something happens on every hex, but it's not always a random encounter or something like that. It could be you find something like a cave or something like that. But let me pop that up and we'll see what we get. So we're in plains at the moment. I'm going to roll a d20 and have a look at my map. Okay, interesting. So you come across a ruined church, and it is a crumbly stone structure. This church has a few statues out in the front, and yeah, it looks like it's not been used in ages. There's a lot of plant growth around it, and there's vines climbing up sort of the outside bricks.
I don't think Aegis has been here.
Hey.
That took me a moment.
It's specifically abandoned for Aegis, so Aegis can come find it.
Whose church is it? In the sense of like, which god? I want to do knowledge religion.
Yeah, roll me a religion check. So intelligence plus religion.
Bad roll, but good stats. I got a 13 on that.
Okay. So I think that's going to be enough because, you're a cleric, right? Mm-hmm. And you specifically work at a shrine that is for a lot of faiths. You actually recognize a couple of these statues. It's always pairs. It's always 2 pairs, and they're always kind of looking away from each other.
As the lovers.
It is, exactly. And it is a church to the quarreling lovers.
Good stuff.
Can I use stone cunning to do a history check on this?
Of course you can.
Just because I always have to take that opportunity.
You've got to. The moment you see stones as a dwarf, you've got to.
That is a 15.
15. Okay. So this church was probably built about 200 to 300 years ago. It's not as old as the Empire. It's newer than that. It is not something you've heard of, though, which is strange to you because, I mean, Frida, you are only, 300 years old, 200 years old?
200-ish.
Yeah, so it's around your time, but you don't have any memory of this place, which is very strange because you are literally 8 miles away from town.
Yeah, this is very close.
I am also pretty surprised that I did not know there was literally a church right next to the town.
Yeah, it's very unusual.
Can I enter?
Can I roll an investigation to see if there's anything particularly strange about it? Or a history?
You can do investigation, I think, for that. I think.
The cat is helping, of course.
Can the cat help you with your investigation? Because I've looked this up since, and the help action can only be taken in combat. Outside of combat, people can help, but only if they can reasonably help with something.
With investigation, yes, because it is bright outside at the moment.
Oh, it's looking for you. Well, that's more of a perception check if you're looking in that way. If you're piecing the investigation is all in your mind.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'll just go without the advantage and take the Q that is more than the perception. So that's gonna be 25.
25. Okay, yeah. Something is unusual here. Like, why? How is there a church here that no one's heard of? First of all. Second of all, who built it? Like, were they from Airedale? Well, if they weren't from Airedale, that's even weirder, right? So something is like it doesn't make sense. So theories that are going through your head right now. Possibly something here is messing with memory. Secondly, this has just appeared out of nowhere, and maybe it hasn't been here until like today or something like that. Or thirdly, it's an illusion.
Would my investigation check have been enough to identify it as an illusion?
Not from this distance.
Oh, we're not there yet.
I mean, you're sort of heading towards it, but I think Amity's the only one who's decided to go properly right up to it.
How
I want to see if there's a way in.
I would like to investigate up close, yeah, and try and get in if possible.
Okay,
When we were investigating, I thought we were like over the close.
Yeah.
Does it look structurally sound?
Okay, this sounds like you all want to do some investigating right now. So I think if you wanna determine if this is I think if you're all getting close, I can just tell you it's not an illusion. And I think with a 25 and you getting closer, Sal, you'd know that, and I think everyone else just getting closer, you can just tell this is real. You can put your hand on it and you can touch it, right?
I mean, some illusions can be touched.
Well, that is true, but in this case, I think you're all pretty sure it's not an illusion.
Okay.
If you all want to get in and have a look, as you go in, you can. There's a door right at the front. I mean, it's not a door; it's an archway because the doors have rotted away. But you can go straight in, and there is no ceiling. That's all rotted away as well and collapsed in. But there's an old pulpit at the end, and two, classically, one to the left and the right, facing away from each other, and a wooden chest. Now, everything else in here has rotted away that's made of wood. But there is a wooden chest right at the end. It's under a little bit of shelter from some stone tiles above it. Seems to be okay. Seems to be fine.
Give me a moment to cast detect magic.
Huh.
And I'll make sure it's safer than we would otherwise expect. Yes.
So I'll cast the detect magic as a ritual.
While he's doing that, I'm poking the box with my quarterstaff.
Okay. So you start casting detect magic as a ritual, which is going to take 10 minutes. Meanwhile, Amity walks up and pokes the box, and the box goes, "Ow!"
Hi?
and the chest lid opens up and closes as it talks, and it goes, "That wasn't very nice. What are you doing?"
Being very surprised that the box is talking to me.
What do you mean, the box?
What manner of creature are you, Box?
Stop calling me Box. That's not my name.
They're really a chest.
Well, what is your name then?
Oh, my name is, hold on a sec while I roll a random name.
Hey.
My name is Sahalem.
Hey, another Sal. Hi, Sal.
No, Sahalem.
Oh, that's a H not an L at the beginning of that. Okay.
And
My
it's,
apologies.
It's not shortened. It's the
Sahalem.
full thing. Sahalem.
Okay, Sahalem. My apology. I don't mean to be rude.
And do you live here in this ruined edifice?
What, do you think I've commuted?
You might simply be passing through. I've no way to know.
Yes, I live
like
here. This
you.
is my home.
I see. Well, my apologies for disturbing you.
What are you?
What do you mean, what am I?
You appear to be a chest.
Well, I suppose in your language, you know me as Starspawn.
I have no idea what one of them is. You
Yeah,
are a
me neither.
delight, though. I love you.
Can I roll an Arcana check?
An Arcana check, sure. Yeah, absolutely.
That is going to be a 20.
20. 20. Is that enough for the Starspawn?
Oh no.
Does Andres know what the Starspawn are?
Not at the top of my head, no.
Does
I'm
Andres
thinking
remember
something
Baboonmas?
Yes.
Does Andres remember the
Is
first Baboonmas?
That's the only one I have been to.
Does Andres
So
remember
yes.
the name of the villain in the first Baboonmas?
Do you mean the Starspawn that nearly killed Eros?
Yeah, that's the one, the Starspawn. Yeah, okay. Well, you have heard the name Starspawn written. Well, you've read it. It's been in books. They are unusual. They don't really conform to any kind of Euclidean space or anything like that. So what you see is usually a projection of their form into this world. They come from beyond the far plane, the place where beholders come from and that sort of thing. Most of the time, they're immediately hostile. This one doesn't appear to be, which is unusual.
So is this whole building its projection? Are we kind of inside it right now?
Are you saying that out loud?
No, because Frida doesn't sound like that. And she doesn't know what a star spawn is either. So
I kind of just dropped my ritual because there's no point at this point.
Sure is a lot of magic that you'd be picking up otherwise, yeah.
what kind of magic would it be? Like transmutation?
There would certainly be transmutation magic. There would probably have... Hey, I'm not giving you that for free. Hang on.
I stopped casting the spell. Yeah.
Interesting. So
Can I roll insight on it to like figure out any of its motives, since I do know it?
Yeah, what's the vibe here?
Yeah,
What's the vibe here?
You can give me a vibe check. Yeah, roll vibes.
Vibe check
I will roll vibes.
19.
25.
25 from Amity, 19 from Sal. The other two, if you're suspicious, you can roll for this as well.
Oh,
Yeah,
vicious
sure, why
is exactly what I'd say. Yeah, I did not pass.
Okay.
17 from Frida.
17. Okay, so I think to sense the motive of an eldritch being is very, very difficult. Amity, however, has rolled very high. I think you get the feeling it's confused as well, which might be why it looks like a chest. It may have tried to get here from somewhere else and not done it correctly.
How long have you been here?
So, what's your intention? Like, what are you here for? We're traveling somewhere to get something done, but you seem to be a bit muddled.
I'm an explorer, and to answer your question for how long I've been here, I don't really know. I'm aware that you have a concept of something called time, but it doesn't apply.
Like, what even is it? Like, you know.
Exactly.
How do you perceive your surroundings? Have you seen the sky go dark and bright again?
Sky go dark and bright again?
Yes. The thing go up there.
And I point at the sky.
Yes.
Have you any idea how many times it has done that? While you have been here?
Both 12 times and also 231,768 times.
Andy. Impressive. Right, so you do not really conform to this plane very well.
I mean, it's lovely to meet you. This was an interesting coming together. What are you doing here?
I'm sitting here mostly. I'm not sure what I'm doing here.
What do you want to do?
I was exploring, but I forget why. There was someone called an emissary. And so many soldiers.
Oh, it's a long time since there were soldiers in these parts.
Yes, that's true.
Would it help you to remember if you got back to wherever you came from?
Yes, I think so. I think something's gone wrong. When I slipped through the stars.
Hmm.
I don't think I meant to be a
return?
box. Can I return? I don't know. How often do boxes slip through stars?
Approximately never.
Okay.
It's not common, no.
Maybe you can help me sometime.
Yeah,
Maybe.
yeah. I tell you what. We have a prior obligation to meet right now, but we should put a pin in this. We'll drop back in on our way back home. Just to check in, and in times going forward, maybe we can help you figure out what's going on. Sally, old boy, he's really good with magical stuff. I bet he can help figure something out with all of his books in the library. He knows so much weird stuff.
I have heard of a spell called Banishment, which I am not quite capable of casting just yet, but it sounds like it should do the trick.
There we go. We have a solution. So we'll get right on that for you as soon as we're done with job A.
That sounds great. I hope you remember me.
Oh, certainly. I will definitely be coming back to have a little chat.
How
later.
could we forget you?
Everyone does.
I think the question is, will you remember us?
Do boxes remember things?
Not really.
Then I won't.
I
But
don't
you
have
are
any.
a special
I don't have any.
case. That is not a pun.
Hold on, what was
Since-
Emphas saying?
I don't have any parchment. I have no way of making a note. Sally, could you make you have your book on you with some manner of writing into it, I assume.
Yes.
Could we make a note in your page about this lovely, can I say person? Can I call you a person?
Well, you previously called me Box.
You can be both.
Let's just make a note of this lovely being that we've met and that we need to return to help them out.
Okay.
I will also separately make a note of this.
Excellent.
just to see what happens.
All right. Are you all moving on?
I think we have to. I can't think of anything else that we would do, and we have a job to do. So.
Yeah. Okay. That sounds good. All right. Subtract the tokens that were to enter this one from your total. So this was 4, I think, because it's 3, isn't it? Because it's fields, plains. As you continue on with the day, you walk away and you get over the hill, and suddenly you have no memory at all of that church or the box in it. And you're just left holding these bits of parchment. How strange.
With writing on them?
Yeah, oh, they've got writing on them. But you
And
don't
what does it say?
know what it means. Well, what did you write?
I would have just written down, sort of, as quickly as possible, the barest facts of
Yeah.
into the church, talking box, said it was a star spawn, needs help.
You've got that and you're looking at that like,
Yeah, no
what
problem.
possessed me to write that?
If we look around, do we see a church? Given that a church was mentioned.
No.
Weird. Let's go.
Very strange. Yeah, very, very strange.
I love it.
Okay, that was your that was your first thing. You're coming up to pillar though, so here comes your last thing. Okay, I've rolled exactly the same number, but luckily it's a different table for hills. Ooh, okay. Let's just see. All right, you come up into the hills and you see a wooden hill fort. And it's got really good line of sight over the path you're taking. And the fort is huge, but it's huge as if it's sort of been scaled up. You know, like a normal sized fort has been scaled up. It's not huge as in there's lots of buildings in. The buildings, there's only like 1 or 2, but they're really large and they have really big windows in them that are like larger than normal.
Do we see signs of life?
I was going to say, are there any people around?
There is a silhouette in one of the windows, and that
Is it
silhouette
large?
is large like the window.
Friend! I give it a wave and I walk towards it. And I call out, hello!
Okay, make me a dexterity saving throw, please, as an arrow the size of a ballista bolt goes boom into the ground near you.
Okay, one moment.
I'm actually going to roll the damage of a ballista if it hits you.
I might just be about to die.
I think you should be alright. Ballista aren't
14.
that strong. 14. Let me just double check. 14's good. So you dive to the side, and this isn't going to do half damage. So you dive to the side, and this arrow is huge. It's about 3 to 4 times the size of a normal arrow, and it goes dunk straight into the ground. Looks like this hill fort is on the defensive.
Amity dear, I think you should come back.
What? I freeze and I give him another wave, like, I'm friendly, hello?
Can I have a
Look at me,
dexterity
I'm
saving throw,
smiling.
please?
Okay,
As you continue to make yourself a good target.
that was better though, that was a 16.
16's good as well, so you dodge the other one that comes in.
Okay.
You're presumably just really
back
pissed off at this one. Like, well, I have tried to be
back off.
nice.
Like, what is wrong with
Wait a
them?
minute.
I don't think they're too interested in talking. I think we should move on.
Yes.
Okay, well, if you're getting out of the way of the arrows, the path is going past this fort.
Yeah, it's like I want to give him a talking to anyway, because that is not how you greet people. I am a little bit irked. Is there a... Can I see a sneakier way to get to around the fort and then into whatever this area is? This fort.
Sure, yeah. I tell you what, roll me perception.
I'm good at that.
Ah, well,
Is the fort,
excellent.
That, however, was a terrible roll. Thankfully, I do have expertise. 11.
11. You can't
rolled a
see any
4.
other way. It looks like the best way really is going to be just going straight in front of the fort. That is strange. Aeon, what were you about to ask?
I was just going to say, is the fort like on top of a hill, or is it like in a pass sort of thing?
It's sort of on top of a hill overlooking the pass that you're on. So they've got a really good sight line at the moment. You're essentially like ducked behind a big boulder, so you're under cover at the moment. They can't get you. But
what time of day is it?
For now, it would be about mid-afternoon.
Does anybody have any magic that could help? I'm not feeling very patient. They just shot at me twice.
I don't think I have anything for this.
I could cast sleep. Do I need to have line of sight to cast sleep?
It's technically wood. I could set it on fire.
For distance purposes, it's about 100 feet away, the fort.
100.
As I said, I can set it on fire.
No, it's way further than 100 feet. What am I talking about? Hang on. What's a longbow's range? It is, it's about 400 feet away.
No.
You need to get a lot closer for me to set it on fire.
You could always send in Fireball.
A fireball. I don't have any touch spells.
Oh, maybe not.
I could cast Sanctuary if we need to give someone a chance of going to talk to them, if we want to try that. That would mean that
Like
they were
that.
much harder to attack because they'd have to pass a wisdom save first.
I'd happily play bait for that because I can dodge them.
That's very cool. Yeah.
I don't know what the DC of that wisdom save would be. Would that be my spellcasting DC?
Yeah,
Yes,
it would
yes.
be, yeah.
Okay, cool.
So let me just get up the stat block for the people that are in this. Okay, cool. You can. Do you want to try that? Is anyone else going up with Amity? Although bearing in mind, I think Sanctuary is only on one person, isn't it?
It's a one-person deal, yeah.
So is anyone going up with Amity?
No, but I will give Bardic Inspiration.
That's great. Yeah, that's great.
Nifty. What dice is the Bardic Inspiration, by the way?
It's 1d6. It lasts for 10 minutes.
Yep.
You can use it.
I just wanna have
Frida's
that ready.
gonna get out her little hand drum, and she's just gonna give a little tension breaking beat.
Little marching tune for you as you go. Okay. Anything else before you go?
I don't think I have anything in my inventory that's going to be particularly useful here.
No. So I mean, you're already pretty well off with Sanctuary applied and Bardic
Yeah.
Inspiration.
Yeah.
So it was just in case before you beasted off. But okay, yeah.
I'm ready.
Describe how you approach the fort.
Sort of take a moment, psych myself up, do a little handshake, a little bounce, and then I start off at a sprint, but I'm watching for the arrow so I can dive to zigzag, serpentine as I need to.
Okay, well let me. They are going to attack, so let me do a Wisdom saving throw to see if they can get
'Cause
past it.
I don't think I have any cover on the way to go to, so it's just a straight sprint.
So the Wisdom save is a 14. What's your spell save DC?
And
Sorry.
What's your spell save DC? Because the
Sorry, it is a 14.
Oh,
Sorry,
it is
that
a
was
14. So I believe that is... Yeah, that passes, yeah. Okay. They do have to do this for every attack, though. So... I'm now
pretty
going to... Because they're actually aiming at you, and it's not like... it is not... a sort of a random assault. I am going to roll an attack roll for it against Amity's AC. Wow. Okay.
Would it be viable to say that I'm effectively taking the dodge action here?
Yeah, you can take the dodge action if you want. I think that's fine. So I'll roll with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is an 11 to hit.
That misses.
Okay. So yeah, another arrow goes junk into the ground and sends up a shard of pebbles at your feet, but you push on, and as you get closer, you're now seeing this is absolutely a hill fort, which is owned, built, and run by hill giants.
To be expected.
To be expected, yeah. I would say you are now... I'm doing this sort of very roughly, but I'm going to say you are now 200 feet away.
Yeah.
And you can see that another one is going to... Well, it's actually the same. It's the same hill giant is lining up the longbow. And it's it's almost like a great bow, really, because it's a longbow for a hill giant.
It's huge.
It's huge. Can they pass the wisdom save? Okay, that is an unnatural 1. So no, this time they're like, wait a second, is that Jesus? No. They go to attack, and Praetorius presumably addles with their mind for a second, changes their knowledge of events just for a second there to give you sanctuary, and you're able to push forward all the more. So I'm going to say you are now probably about 100 feet away, so well within shouting distance if you want to start talking.
Yeah, absolutely. Parley? Talk, trade, something,
yes.
peace.
Classically French hill giants. Totally understand the word.
I have never met a hill
parley.
giant in my life. I also don't know what languages they speak, but I don't speak giant, so I can't use that.
The hill giant. Let me have a look. Just only speaks giant. So this is going to be a very slow conversation. So the hill giant puts down a flagon of red wine and goes, "Bon, c'est quoi que tu veux?"
It's French.
No, that's giant.
Classically French.
Vous voulez parler?
Okay. I see you put down the flagon though, and I hold up my water skin. Drinks. I like drinks.
Oh, des boissons. Wait. I don't know enough French for this. And goes and shouts. Arrêtez. And the others put down their bows and
God, how many are there?
open there's about you can see now, Amity, you can see there's at least 3 of them on the walls. And they open the gates, and there's another one there with a huge axe eating a croissant. And he goes, bon, des boissons.
I'm loving this. I wave to everyone else to come on up, and like that. This is fantastic. I love you all. I don't know what you're saying, but you're amazing, fantastic. Just waving everyone on up while I'm just blathering my nonsense. Take a swig of my water as if it's wine.
Does anyone here speak giant?
No, but I could cast comprehend languages.
You could do that.
That's a really good idea, because I might be walking us all into a slaughter.
You might be.
I can cast it as a ritual at the speed of 1 action. So I think I'll do that.
Yeah, that will save me a spell slot.
I mean, that just means only one of you will be able to comprehend what they're saying. I mean, you may want both of you to be able to comprehend what they're saying.
Quite
as long as
possibly.
you got a translator.
Well, that's fair. Okay, so Sal, you cast comprehend languages. And so you hear them talking to themselves like, these idiots. Oh, they make perfect sport, don't they? As soon as they get out there, we're going to sling them full of arrows again. But we'll take their wine first.
I let them know that they are going to continue shooting at us once we leave.
Are they close enough to let me know that? Because I'm just stood there to look like
I reckon
country bumpkin.
They're close enough to let you know that as well. You're like pretty much inside the fort now, though, which is when the record scratch moment hits.
Can we see the way we need to go?
Yeah, it's back out the gate that you just came in. So the way it's the pass is up about 100 feet or so. Sorry. The hill fort is about 100 feet above the pass, and you've gone up a little bit of a hill to get to the gates. But you go back down that hill again, you'll be back on the pass, and you can just head on down that.
Okay. Is there a way we could, like, run along the fort to get at least, like, not so we're not in a direct eye line of the where they're shooting from initially, and then head at an angle up towards our path?
It would be more of a case of climbing along the side of the fort, which you can do that. You'd be much harder to aim at. I don't think they've got the concept of murder holes. So, yeah, I think you could do that, but you'd be slowed down for sure.
Can I identify who the leader of the group is?
Sure, I'm going to go for an insight check to work out the leader here by sort of watching mannerisms and sort of judging it that way.
That is a dirty 20.
It's probably the one sat at the back at a dinner table eating foie gras and probably duck à l'orange and sipping fine wine. It's kind of watching you all, though. That's how you can tell. Just watching, carefully observing.
I've not got comprehend languages on myself, so I can't do the talking to it.
I mean, it doesn't make you comprehensible.
Yeah, it doesn't make you speak the language either.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You understand what's spoken, but you can't speak it yourself.
It's gonna be tricky, isn't it?
My suggestion, while we're stood here and they haven't done anything yet, is we climb along this little ridgy bit by the fort that I've noticed, and Sal sets it on fire as we escape.
Sure. You can definitely do that. You will have to turn around and leave the fort. They will notice you do that, but you can do it.
We'll go and wave goodbye as we go.
Yeah, I'll hand them my water skin as a sort of like drinks. I want to be distracting them a little bit, so I'm still being loud and this is amazing. I love new friends.
Roll me. Is this deception? I think this is deception. Roll me deception, please.
Okay. I have a positive modifier this time, so that's nice.
Hey, there we go.
Oh dear.
A total of 16.
16 is good enough, actually. And they're like, bon. Encore du vin, and starts drinking and goes, quoi? C'est l'eau?
I can still understand what they're saying.
Yeah, so you're like, French. What? It's water?
but at the time we're already out of the door, and
you're booking
it on fire.
You're absolutely booking it, and they are. They're gonna make chase after you because they wanted to use you as sport, as you overheard. But that fire is gonna slow them down. So you start climbing around, right? I'm gonna need an athletics check from each and every one of you on how well this climb goes. I don't think you're gonna fall off, and it's not really a risk. It's not a huge fall anyway. But just on how fast you get around this.
I rolled on that one.
And that one, Frida's like hanging there by one fingertip, just like help.
10.
A 10's good. 10's fine.
Cool.
What was that for Sal?
10.
10's good as well. Yeah, so the three of you are going across. Amity's going pretty quick, ranger agility. But behind, you can see Frida is just hanging there by a single hand and just like, help! Ah!
I'm gonna send Fireball down to grab her by the shoulders and try to fly to lift her a little, give her the little extra,
the little grab extra the collar and pull. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sure. What is the Tressim strength score?
Tressim's strength score is amazing. You can't believe it. It's 3.
Okay, so 45 pounds is the maximum weight that a Tressim can lift.
Yeah,
so it's 125.
It's the attempt here is to ease the climb, not to do the whole job.
Okay, so you're offering a little bit of help.
Yeah.
All right.
Help is the intention.
Yeah. Okay. Frida, you can make this roll not at disadvantage to try and get back up, but I'm not giving advantage for a cat trying to lift up. Unless it's like Mufasa. Like, unless it's a lion, dwarves are stocky and heavy. Like it's like lifting an anvil.
Well, yeah, but wings.
Yes, they're even worse. They're all brittle and hollow. Yeah, so yeah, I'm going to need an athletics check to try and right yourself and get back up. Otherwise, you're going to be in serious trouble, and people are going to need to do more than send a cat to lift you up.
Oh no. Oh right. It looked like a 4. It was an 11, so it's a 13 total.
13 is enough to get you back on track. Now you are behind everyone else by quite a way. They've managed to get over a fair bit. You are basically the gazelle who is separated from the rest of the herd, and the hill giants are coming round, and they're sort of coming out, and they can see you on the edge. It's not an easy shot. They will have disadvantage on this shot, but they're gonna try and take a shot. Yes?
I do have a question. Having seen that one of us is lagging behind, and do I still have Sanctuary on me, and do I still have that inspiration?
You don't have Sanctuary, only lasts a minute.
Okay.
The inspiration also would have worn off because Sal took 10 minutes ritual casting.
No, I didn't.
That was an action.
Okay.
So the inspiration is probably still active, but the sanctuary is probably worn off.
In which case, can I try and again get their attention? I'm gonna moon them is what I'm gonna do. Like I see the dwarf hasn't quite caught up, and she got slowed down along the floor, and I run out into the open. I turn around, I just drop my trousers and just wiggle.
6 sessions in, and finally, tactical use of ass. Okay. Okay. Well, this isn't deception. Is it persuasion? No.
Is it intimidation?
No. I'm going to go raw charisma, I think, for this. Although intimidation does make me laugh.
Not intimidation.
I think it's sleight of ass.
Sleight of ass.
But, you know, if this works, I'm gonna lose the inspiration anyway, so I'm just gonna throw it on top of what was a natural 19, so 26 total.
Wow. Okay, they are mesmerized by that behind, and they are gonna shoot at it.
The moon has risen early tonight.
Here we go.
I
what
can't
do they
take the
got?
dodge action because I'm busy being a distraction. So
that is a 17 to hit.
Oh, that hit.
Okay.
Ow.
So, fun fact.
And it's
Obviously,
unarmored.
I said that they were using like ballistae stat blocks. Did you know if I was actually using the hill giant stat block, that their ranged attack does more damage than a ballista?
That does not surprise me. I
won't be using that. I will be using the
death.
ballista one. Let's have a look. Let's see what you get. Oh, that's a high roll.
Oh no.
How much HP is Amity got?
12. Am I dead? Did I just die?
You're not dead.
Okay.
Hang on, let me do some adding up just to double check.
I am pretty far out though, so.
You take 20 points of piercing damage. You're unconscious, but you're not dead.
I drop?
Yeah.
Wow.
You're not. I hope you weren't hit directly in the ass.
No. That was a heavy hit. That was a heavy hit. That was a very high roll on the dice.
Has all this allowed Frida to actually catch up to?
Yeah, Frida, you've caught up. You've caught up. You're up there. You're there with Amity now. Just as Amity hits the deck with ass out.
Amity, you crazy! What are you doing? And she will, as she gets up to him, put her hand onto him, not on his ass. Sorry, her ass. And cast Cure Wounds.
Okay. Yeah, so just like hovering, because you're like, don't want to do that. Yeah.
Touching with a finger. Like
poke. All right. Yeah, so go for it. Cure Wounds. So
that is 10 health.
10 health. Amity, you're back up with 10
Hey,
HP.
good roll.
Straight away.
Well, not doing that again. We run.
Get your pants up.
Right, so the other two, so Sal and Vanston, you've just seen that happen. That does mean those two are dragging now further and further behind you. Are you pushing on, or are you going to try and hopefully like distract them without taking a ballista bolt to the arse?
Are we still next to the fortress?
Yeah, you're sort of up against the wall as you go around.
Okay,
but you're near the end.
I'm going to
now.
set the ball even more on fire.
Okay, yeah. Is this with Firebolt?
Firebolt. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I need to roll this twice.
No. For attacking stationary structures, you don't really have to roll for them. You do you do with normal weapons, because I mean you could roll it if you want, but there's a chance you'll miss because it does actually have an AC.
I'd rather not, because I have disadvantage because it's Satan.
Yeah. So yeah, it just hits. And yeah, it's not really on fire. This is some extremely thick wood, and you're using a cantrip. But yeah, it's trying.
Oh, I'm just I've got thaumaturgy. I don't know if I can use that to help out here.
Yeah, how would you like to use it? Yeah,
I can cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute.
Oh, that's very cool.
I only have 30 feet of range though, so can I use that in their general vicinity, or is it too far away for them to even notice?
Let me just look up the rules exactly, but I think this sounds okay. Range 30 feet, yeah. I think you can probably do that, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to do that then.
Yeah, so within 30 feet of you, you can create harmless tremors in the ground. I think they're within 30 feet of you. So yeah, you can do that. You don't have to roll anything on that, it just happens. What I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a save for them to not be spooked by this, I think. Great. They're not going to be like dislodged or anything because they are harmless. Yeah. But it's whether this is something unusual, you know?
Purely distraction, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I rolled a wisdom save of 17. Your spell save DC was 14.
14, yeah.
So they have actually twigged on what this is.
Not bothered by it. Okay.
Yeah. We're going to go back to the hill giants, and they are going to take a shot this time at Frida, I think, because they've identified the healer.
Oh no.
That's not good. That is, hang on, 14 to hit.
Oof. Thank God I got that extra armor. AC is 16.
Oh. So yeah, it goes straight past you, and like it goes for almost a mile, and then thuds into the ground in the pass further down. Oof. So yeah, you're all free to move on, and I think Vanston and Sal, you're all the way around now. They basically can't get at you until they get back on the walls and try shooting you from up there. The rest of you, you're about 100 feet away from the edge now. I say 100 feet. You're one movement away from the edge.
How far are we from the giants?
You are from the giants. You've got the fort around you. You're probably now at about 60 feet. I mean, I'm saying you probably. No, you're at 30
to get
feet
behind the corner than to them.
Yeah. Getting around behind the corner is what you're aiming to do, and you'll do that next turn. Basically, you're exposed for one more. Vanston and Sal are now not exposed. But yeah, one more turn,
unless
you'll be free.
Unless we expose ourselves.
Unless you expose yourselves like Im did. Not Im, like Amity did.
Amity.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is, as we're running around that last corner, Frida will kind of look over her shoulder and try and spot the person, the giant that looks like they're going to be taking the next shot, and cast Vicious Mockery as a cantrip.
Okay, Vicious Mockery. All right, I like it. First of all, what's the mockery you're thinking of here?
So she's gonna sing to them and say, "Run as fast as you can. Can't catch me. I'm the healer man."
Oh, that's terrible. I took psychic damage. Okay. Okay, yeah. So it's wisdom save, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not going to go well. Ooh, that's an unnatural 1 again.
Well, that's a fail.
Yep, they're going to take 1d4 damage.
And gets disadvantage. It's only 1 damage, but they take disadvantage on the next attack roll.
Okay, I won't even count the damage. But disadvantage on the next attack roll. I'm gonna be honest with you. These are CR5 creatures. They have 105 hit points each. You just got to get away. But that disadvantage is going to be really helpful.
She runs around the corner.
Yep. Going around the corner. Yep.
Running as fast as her little legs can carry her.
Yep. Okay. As you all peel around, there's going to be one last attack. And this is going to be at Amity's still bare behind.
Oh no. Pull your pants up.
I've been busy running. Leave me alone.
Okay. With disadvantage. That is a 14 to hit.
Oh, god damn.
Oh, not again.
My AC is 13. I do not have...
Oh.
Yeah.
Dunk. Straight down. You've got 10 hit points, so you may survive this.
Maybe. If they roll 20, I'm not optimistic. I'd have to check the maps.
Okay. 7 points of piercing damage.
Only
this time.
7?
Yeah, I rolled really low this time. There's no average damage is coming out on this one, I tell you.
I have 3 hit points.
You're still up, yeah, okay. So that arrow goes straight into I'm going to say your shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, hurts a lot, but you're still able to keep going. You're sort of able to move past the pain. You've got the adrenaline going. And I'm going to say you're all able to get round to the other side of this fort. Now, to get to a position of where they can shoot you, they've got to go back round in. They've got to go back up to the battlements. This gives you a bit of time to get away if you are fast.
Double dash
Pull
all the
your
way.
pants up, you can run faster.
Yeah, if you pull your pants up, you might just get away.
I think I take the time to do that. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just full dash.
Full dash.
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So what I'm taking for the dash, for the full speed dash. Now this is unusual because it's actually athletics. So I'm going to take athletics checks from you.
Excellent.
It sounds like it should be a dexterity speed, but no, it isn't.
Oh, natural 20. Yeah, I'm well away.
Running is still strength based. On natural 19.
Wow. Okay. So that's two successes already.
9.
9. Okay. I'm going to count this as a group check, so it's successes versus failures. And what?
From me.
What was that? Sorry.
13.
13. Okay.
Wait,
so the DC.
But I already got a natural 20, right?
Yeah, I was going to say the DC was 15. So there were 2 failures, but there were 3 successes because Amity got a natural 20. So you beasted out there. Basically, as Vanston starts to sort of huff and wheeze, Amity's there. I presume like arm over shoulder and just like pulling onwards and getting everyone out. And yeah, you get out. You succeed. This was a difficult encounter, so you get a difficult encounter's amount of XP. Now I need to look what up that is, but
you can give it at the end of the session if you want.
I'll do that at the end of the session. But you definitely succeeded. What was quite dangerous, as Amity discovered, quite dangerous situation. But yes, well done. You beasted out of there, and you're well on your way to the pillar.
Now we need to find a place to rest because we only have 2 points left, and the next square is 4 points to go. So
yeah. Now, question is, are you going to do a short rest with this? So that's an overnight rest when you're traveling, or are you doing a long rest, which is 7 days?
7 days, of course.
7 days? Everyone else gets a load of downtime. I don't mind. You can totally do that.
We do have an Outlander, so we could forage the entire time.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think that is the way to go.
No, we have nearby hill giants. I vote the short rest, and
this is not a camping spot.
I'll roll a hit dice. Thank you very much. What am I rolling? D10, I believe.
Yeah,
and plus your constitution.
To heal up, and yeah, you settle down for a night's sleep. So who's keeping watch overnight? Because you got hill giants thundering around nearby, going, "Voulez-vous coucher avec moi?" etc., etc. And
I can either take the first 2 or the last 2.
You can take the first 2 or the last 2.
I will take a watch.
Either or
2 watches, or whatever, however it works.
The reason Sal can take multiple watches is Sal does trancing because of elf.
That's fine. I will take 1 watch then.
Yeah.
I'm expecting problems quite early on, so I'll take one of the early ones.
Okay.
You can take first, then Vanston on second, and I'll take the morning.
Okay, you take the morning.
And
Alright.
Frida will take a beauty sleep, I guess.
Yeah.
In fairness, you can join someone's watch if you want.
Nope. Gonna have a nap. Yeah. Okay.
That's why I said if you want.
So you start to chill. First 2 watches go without incident. Third watch goes without incident. The morning watch, there is an incident because Andres, I lied. It's actually every dawn. Not every long rest.
Yes.
Sorry about that. Yeah. So you're sitting there. You're looking out. Just keeping an eye in the general direction of the Hill Giant Fort, and you can see this little flickering light moving around on the ground. It's not moving erratically, though. It's moving towards you.
The cat see it.
Does the cat see it?
Does the cat see it? Yes, the cat does see it.
Can I roll to identify what it is? Like an Arcana check or something?
Yeah, this is going to be... what would this be? Would this be nature? Hang on, let me just double check. They actually added a... how to work out what check a specific thing is into Tasha's. And...
Investigation, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, it ain't that one.
History, Arcana, yeah.
I think it's Arcana. I'm going to say it's Arcana, and I'll look it up later and probably find out it's something else. But let's go with Arcana. I think that sounds.
I don't think Fireball also recognizing that it is indeed not just a hallucination that gives me an advantage. So I'm just going to roll as is, which is only going to be a 17, which I don't think will be enough. Or is it?
17 is enough.
Yay!
The DC is 10 plus the creature's challenge rating. And...
Oh, this is a creature.
Oh, yes. Because what is approaching you is a spectre. And spectres are a sort of ghost. They're kind of sort of between a ghost and a wraith. It's an angry, unfettered spirit that has been prevented from passing to the afterlife. And it's walking towards you, and every time its foot hits the ground, there's this splash of light as it walks towards you. And it's looking straight in your eyes. It's ignoring pretty much everything else, like it doesn't even see the rest of the camp. And it comes up to you and it says, "So you disturbed my slumber."
Not on purpose.
I'm glad Discord picked that up. Like, the moment I made that noise, I was like, Discord is not having it.
Yeah, sometimes I worry about that with Sally's voice. But
Yeah.
I think...
Are you willing to return to your slumber, or do you need something more for that?
I need your life.
I'm still using it.
It's going to reach out a hand towards your head. It's doing it slowly. You have time to react.
Yeah, I will indeed react to that. I'll try to move out of reach and also just pull a bunch of paper out of my book and put on mage armor.
Okay, yeah, yep. The mage armor just goes straight over you. Okay, that sounds great. We are gonna roll initiative.
Oh no.
I think we're gonna do this theater of the mind. I don't think we need a map for this. But yeah, you have a spectre up ahead of you.
I am going to have the cat try and wake everyone else up.
Okay. You can do that on your turn next. Your reaction to do mage armor was like, boom, quick. But now that we're in initiative, it's going to be on initiative. The spectre rolled a natural 20, so...
Since this is technically still during the rest, that means I can still get my spell slot back.
Yes, it does. In the future, I'm going to have this happen at the end of your rest, so you have all your spell slots in this combat, but anything that happens applies to the rest of the day. And you'll see why in a second, but for this one, we'll do it this way around, because it's a little kinder to you, and I find it nicer to do it the kinder way when introducing something like this, because this is going to happen every single night while you're cursed. This is a bad curse. It's very shitty.
Doesn't sound like fun, no.
I got this from Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft.
Handy.
Yeah.
Well, once we return to Airedale, I'm gonna have to go and see whether or not the clergy knows what to do about this.
So it's up first with a natural 20, I assume, unless you've beaten a 22 for initiative.
No, I did not, because I only got 8. What did I get? An 11, I think.
Its hand goes right towards you and presses against your face, and it tries to drain your life. That is a 9 to hit.
That is not going to hit.
You're good. You managed to just duck backwards quickly before the hand makes contact. Just for the purposes of sunlight sensitivity, that is not in effect at the moment. We're in the gloom of the morning, so you are okay for that. Not least because it also has sunlight sensitivity. So we may as well not both be rolling at disadvantage. It's your go.
Well, my sword is not silvered or magic, so I think the solution here instead is...
That's all right. You don't know that about specters.
I don't. But I'm assuming that Sal would also assume.
That's fair.
Because I literally do not know whether or not they're resistant to weapons.
No, I haven't bothered to read that block.
So yeah, I'm just going to firebolt it in the face.
Okay.
Like reach my hand for its face instead.
Yeah, no, get it back. I like it.
That's a 24, I think.
That'll hit. Yep.
Yep, 24. And very unfortunate that this I don't get to put any modifier to this. Where did I put that D20? There it is. For 5 points of fire damage.
Okay, the fire bolt hits the spectre's face, melds through it, and passes through the other side. Looks like it's done some damage, but not as much as you're used to.
Good to know. I'll send Fireball out to wake up Vanstone first, I think.
Okay, send Fireball over to wake up Vanstone. Vanstone, you're woken up with this loud mewling sound.
Okay. I will look around and see what's going on.
Yeah, so you look around. There's enough light that you can see the sort of shadows around. It's not bright enough for, as I say, full sunlight, but you can see the shadows of gloom, and you can see that Sal is moving around pretty quickly, like something is happening there. And you can probably hear Sal probably swearing at this point, or something like that.
Sure. I will run over and investigate.
Yeah, so you run over, and you can see the spectre as well. It's sort of, it's not invisible. It's sort of translucent. So as you get closer, you can definitely see it, and it's right there, and it's leaning over to try and steal away the life force of Sal. You are within range. So roll initiative. We'll add you to the initiative order, and you are within range of the spectre for when it becomes your turn. 5. Okay. Sal, what was yours just for?
11.
11. Okay, good. I'm just adding a little mini initiative tracker for my own purposes. Okay, that was Fireball's go. It's actually now going to be Vanstone's go.
Great. I'm going to assume that I cannot damage an immortal spirit with a mortal weapon, and so I'm going to attempt to Sacred Flame it.
Okay.
So that is going to be a straight D8 of radiant damage, I think. I don't add anything to that. Nope.
Is there a
3
dodge of any kind? Or does it just happen?
It succeed. It has to pass. Sorry. it can make a dex save to avoid it.
Okay, I will attempt that with the Spectre. No, natural 1. Go for it.
Okay, so that's going to be a 3.
A 3, okay.
3 radiant. I don't know if that helps.
Radiant does help.
I thought it might.
Yeah, so that's going to do the full damage as this bolt of radiant fire goes straight from you, straight into the spectres. Unlike, so Sal, what you see, unlike the firebolt that you did, which went through it, this one splashes into the shimmering form of the spectre and causes it to recoil. Very good. What was the amount of damage there? Was it
3 points?
3 points. Okay, thank you very much. And yeah, a good move. We are going to go back to the Spectre. The Spectre is going to once again attempt a life drain on Sal. And that's a bit better. That's an 18 to hit.
Shield.
Shield, very nice. Okay, so you cast Shield, increasing your AC by 5 until
21.
Is it until the end of your next turn? Or is it the start? I can never remember. But either way, it misses.
Yeah.
So you pop up this shimmering shield of paper. I'm assuming actually not shimmering probably, but like a fan of paper, is it? Or how does it look?
It could be shimmering, but yeah, it's just like the tome is once again just like vomiting out some paper.
Yep. Okay. So the tome just goes. Forms this shield around you, and yeah, the attack does not hit. We go to Sal again.
Right. I'm just going to do what I did previously, I think.
Yep.
This time for a 20 to hit.
20 to hit. Yep, that's good.
For 2 points of fire damage. So probably 1 if it's resistant.
Yes, indeed. 1 point of fire damage. Yeah, every little helps. And of course, who's fireball going after?
Amity, I think.
Amity this time. Okay, so Amity, you hear.
It's a kitty. I love the kitty. It's so good. And what's going on over here?
You're like, kitty. Good Lord, what is happening out there? Meanwhile, there is like sacred light going off, fireball. It is Aurora Borealis going on over there. Yeah, so you come rushing out, presumably this time with underwear on, pants on. So roll initiative and we'll add you to the tracker.
I rolled for a total of 3.
3. Okay, excellent. All right.
Natural 1.
It is then now going to be Vanston's go.
Cool. I'm going to try and blast it again, I think.
Okay, sounds great.
So it's going to need to make a dex save.
All right. This time it has made a 20.
I guess that's against my spell DC, right? So,
yeah, it'll be against your spell save.
It has passed.
Yeah.
It has dodged.
The downside of cantrips is they are very much no damage on a fail. All the level 1s will do a bit more, but such is life. Okay, over to Amity now.
Okay, seeing people fighting a thing, I'm going to just grab a sword, because that's going to be closest. No, wait, I have got staff, don't I? I picked up a staff as part of my starting stuff. So yeah, I'll pick up the staff and run towards it.
Okay, run straight towards
give
it.
It a smack.
Yeah, give it the old whack.
I rolled terribly. I think that misses because it's a total of 4.
Ooh,
nope,
that
total of 6.
In
total
fairness,
6.
whacking a ghost is hard. So you go over there and you just miss. I mean, it's translucent, so it's hard to see. It's gloomy in the morning. Just misses, unfortunately. We go to the top of the round, and it is the Spectre's go again. The Spectre looks at the crowd forming around Sal and hisses, "My quarrel is not with you. It is with this demon." And reaches forward again to try and steal your life away.
I know he's old, but that's just rude.
That is a 17 to hit. Sal?
I'm thinking.
Oh, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I'll take it.
You're going to take it. Okay.
Yep.
You are going to take How much health have you got?
Total 13.
Ooh, 10 points of necrotic damage.
Ow.
Now give me a Constitution saving throw.
No, not very lucky there. 4.
Okay, your hit point maximum has been reduced by 10 points.
Oh my god.
Ow.
If it gets reduced to 0, you are dead.
Indeed.
Yep, not unconscious, dead. This is how Ruzad the Blasting died.
Like, you're a wizard. You have no health.
Yep, this is a hell of a curse. And this is why it's worse if it happens after the long rest, because it's going to apply that's going to apply all day. This will end on a long rest. So once this fight's over, you're actually going to be back to fine this time.
We're not doing a long rest.
It's a short rest.
Oh, this is a short rest. Ooh, this is rough.
Shit.
Just be a wizard and don't get hit. It'll be fine.
Sal might have to go home.
You could always just ask for a long rest. 7 days of resting. Just chill.
7 days of doing the same thing.
I would count it as only after the long rest, just for simplicity's sake. But yeah.
I mean, you say it every dawn.
I know, but it's just gonna be rough otherwise.
We're all gonna die before we even reach this pillar.
Yeah. Okay. It is now over to Sal.
Yep, I'm just gonna continue with the same old.
Same old. Yeah, fair. Can't you change damage type of spells?
Not firebolt, because I don't have any other damaging cantrips.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So it's only to the same level of spell.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
So that is a 17 to hit.
17 hits, yep.
For 4 points of fire damage.
Is that
I assume are halved?
Yep. Okay, 2 points of fire damage. Okay. Excellent. And I assume Frida's getting woken up?
Yep.
Frida, you hear...
What? Oh, God.
Starts,
The
hissing
sun
at
is
you.
not even up.
Batting at your face.
Oh, Thou, get your cat under control.
And meanwhile, you just hear all sorts of battle sounds outside of the tent.
Thou! Oh, no! Oh, Thou.
So Frida goes back to sleep, and no. What's Frida? Well, actually, no. Frida, roll initiative, and you'll enter the initiative along with everyone else.
That is a 15.
15. Okay. Because that's actually higher than Sal, I will let you act immediately this one time.
Okay. I guess she'll run over, see what's going on.
Yeah. There's a spectre.
Yeah.
And Sal is looking older than he has ever looked in his life.
I don't know what you are or what you want, but it is time to go to sleep.
Like every day you look older than you look the day
Cast
before.
sleep. Okay. Can you read me the rules for sleep, please?
Oh, it's a long one.
Yeah.
This spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures. Starting with the creature that has lowest current hit points, each creature affected by this spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake.
I forgot I can't be put to sleep. Okay, I'm fine. I'm in here.
Subtract each creature's hit points from the total before moving on to the creature with the next lowest hit points. A creature's hit points must be equal to or less than the remaining total for that creature to be affected.
By the way, you have totally cast
crap.
this.
Undead and creatures immune to being
You have cast this, though. Everyone's going night time. Okay, yeah, roll 5d8.
Except for Sal.
Yeah, except for Spell.
Oh wait, this is going to affect allies as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, is everyone within? Is it within a range of the target, or
within 20 feet of a point you choose? But I'm gonna say it's pretty difficult to get just the ghost in this, or just the spectre, more accurately. Certainly, if you've just
And it's not
woken
gonna
up and you're
affect the-
blearily coming out of the
Yeah.
tent.
Sector anyway.
Yeah, we're all clustered here.
God damn it. All right. Head over 5d8.
Did Frida herself get the glow stick as well? Or did she do it from a range?
It's
Frida
90
probably
foot
did it from
range.
far enough away to not get hit.
Okay, that is 17.
17 hit points. All right, who's got the least hit points? It's Sal. Sal, though, can't fall asleep, but Sal's hit points get reduced from the maximum.
Yay!
I assume because you're not immune to being charmed. So that's going to take how many hit points you got left? 3?
Yeah, I have 3 hit points.
Okay, so subtract 3 from that number, Ben.
Yeah, 14.
14 left. Right. Who's got the next lowest hit points?
I have 12.
I have
12.
9.
9. Okay, and how much does Frida have? No, Frida, you're not in the targets. Okay, 9. Vanston drops unconscious, unless you're immune to being put to sleep because some.
Do I not even get a
creatures
save or anything? Am I just like,
Nope. It just
Wow.
happens. Sleep hits
Sleep
hard.
is bullshit. Okay.
Sleep is amazing.
Sleep is bullshit. It's fantastic. A horde defense as well. So subtract 9, and that I think leaves about 5 left. So Amity's not dropping at the moment.
Oops.
I'll have Fireball. Like,
I'll have Fireball make it back up. What is that, Private Frida?
What is going on there?
So Frida's desperate desire to go back to sleep has manifested itself out here, and everyone else has gone to sleep. Spectres are undead, and they cannot be affected by the spell. That means they don't become part of the HP subtraction either. So yes, that was Frida's go. We now go over to Vanston. You're asleep. Now go. you're having a strange dream about a box that could talk. It's very unusual.
stuff.
Yeah. We now go to Amity. Amity. Frida's just run out and sent Vanston to sleep. There's a ghost in front of you.
Power move. I respect it. It's going to take a full action to get them up, isn't it?
I can use Fireball to do it.
In that case, I will just swing the staff that I'm holding at the Spectre again.
Yeah, sure. Giving it the whack.
Yep. I roll, and it's a 13.
13 hits.
No, I lied. 15. I keep not adding my
15 hits.
Okay. That is two-handed with the staff, so it's a D8.
Nice.
Is this probably? 8 plus 8 is 10.
8
Reduced
plus
to
8?
5 because 8 plus 2 is 10.
Okay. Yep, reduced to 5, but that's still a very good hit. And this is now a bloodied spectre, so it's below half hit points. That doesn't mechanically affect the spectre in any way, but it's nice to know that you're getting there. Okay, excellent. We're going to go to the top of the round. The spectres go again. Here we go. Here we go.
Oh no!
Does Sal die of this curse? This would be a hell of a downtime consequences. Sal immediately dies.
Yeah.
Okay, what is that to hit? That is a 14 to hit.
That's a miss.
Tasty.
Tasty, yeah. Okay, that's its go. We go over to... it's actually Frida's go now.
I do not know what is going on here, but that thing needs to leave. She will cast Vicious Mockery.
Vicious Mockery, great, yeah. Yep.
And she's just wailing on it for waking her up.
Okay. Yeah, so it's a save, isn't it, for Vicious Mockery?
DC 14.
DC 14. That's a 9.
Okay, so that's 4 damage and disadvantage on its next attack.
Okay. Make a note. So that's 4 damage. That's
That's
actually 4 full damage. There.
Yep.
It recoils from the psychic assault of a grumpily awoken Frida.
And as a bonus action, she will cast Bardic Inspiration on Sal.
Okay, Sal, you're inspired. How are you inspiring Sal? What is it? Is it the horn? You've given up with going back to sleep, and it's like.
It is the horn, but she plays it somehow in like a soft tone that it's like
smooth
calming.
jazz.
Yeah.
I just realized that technically I already did finish my rest, didn't I?
Not for the
at
purposes of this.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. So you've got the inspiration. We then go over to Sal.
Right, I am going to just continue attempting to burn the ghost, which is not going that well. I'm also going to add that inspiration. You know what? I'm gonna use my inspiration on like
1d6.
full inspiration. Well, that full inspiration did not help. Because that is now a natural 1.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Because that's not a big higher, that's just reroll entirely, right?
What, Bardic Inspiration?
No, not Bardic Inspiration.
Oh, I get you. Yeah, it's reroll entirely.
Mm-hmm. So that's a natural 1. A fireball is going to wake up Vanston.
Okay, Vanston, you're back up.
Great.
And in fact, actually, it's your go next. So yeah,
It doesn't matter. Do I have time to try and figure this thing out?
sure. You can make me either an Arcana or Religion check. You can use Religion on the undead.
That's the stuff. Okay. So I got 24.
Okay, that's
On
double the
Religion.
DC you needed. Yeah.
Right. What are we dealing with, and are we dealing with it the right way? Does it have a secret weak point?
Okay, based on the resistance, based on the research thing, I can definitely tell you what it is resistant and immune to, and vulnerable to with a score like that. Okay, it is resistant to, and you may want to write this down because it will come up several times in the future. Acid, cold, fire, lightning, thunder, semicolon, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical attacks. So the first the elemental, that's just full stop, it's resistant to that. The second set is if you do bludgeoning and it's magic, it'll still do full damage.
Right.
It is immune to necrotic and poison.
Okay.
Condition immunities: charmed, exhaustion, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, and unconscious.
Can we get the list?
Yeah, I tell you what, I'll totally paste that in the Discord for you.
That'd be great. Cheers.
Because that's far too much. Let me get you that. I'll put it in the pillar one.
Yeah, thank you.
There you go. So yeah, it's pretty resistant to a lot of things. You'll note things it's not resistant to: radiant damage, psychic damage, force damage, and I think that might be it. Oh, thunder damage.
The thunder is on resistance.
Oh no, thunder it is resistant to. Yeah, so it's
But
force.
That's one of the elements I have access to.
Yeah, force, psychic, and radiant. It is not vulnerable to any of them.
Do also, I don't want to take up a lot of time, but do I know what it did to Sal? Or do I have any vague inclination?
That's going to take a
intuition?
medicine check afterwards, I think.
That's totally fine, yeah. I'll leave that now then.
But you can definitely do that to try and work it out later.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and then if that didn't take my action, then I'm going to Sacred Flame it again.
I'm happy with you Sacred Flaming as well.
Cool.
Normally Raw that does take an action, but I think that's kind of bullshit. Like, how long does it take to remember stuff?
Sure. Okay, so that it's going to need to make a Dex save
Dex
at
save.
14, I think.
Okay, it just got a 12, so it's failed.
No problem. So it is going to take 6 radiant.
6 is enough. So this splash of radiant damage hits it in the face, and it sort of shrinks in onto itself into this core of swirling wisps that then explodes in screaming. So I'm going to quickly roll a d10, because one other thing that happens when you beat the Spectre is you roll a d10. 8. That's how long it is before it can come back. That's how many days before it can come back. So you have a reprieve, Sal, of 8 days.
Nifty.
Thank you.
That helps.
I'm going to die during downtime.
Do we know that he has 8 days somehow, or is that?
I think you can. I think you can know that. I think that's fine. You've got this innate feeling that the pressure is gone. Like you've been seeing these flickers all the time, and you've got this. It's given you a sort of sense of dread in your chest, and that has alleviated. I mean, currently maybe Sal thinks that it's not coming back and that it's been dealt with permanently. But either way, you get the feeling you've got a reprieve.
Either way, Sal is going to drop to her knees and just cough blood onto the ground.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a medicine check on Sal.
Yep.
See what's going on.
Okay.
It's going to be 21.
21's great. So Sal's life force has actually been drained out of their body. However, to get it back, they just need to do a long rest.
Okay.
It'll come back. But if any more had come out, that would have been a permanently dead, as in we need to go and get Revivify, or raise dead, because no one's got Revivify here.
Well, actually, I'm not sure that it work on Salbus specifically.
Well, yeah, there may be complications beyond that as well. But, or, divine intervention, which might help. But something like that.
Can you ask a favor to get me help?
But anyway, if you finish a long rest, you'll get that back. You could ask for a divine favor using your divine favor to get the hit point maximum back. That's a reasonable divine favor to ask for.
Will
Need your favor.
Will that not come back after a long rest then? If I don't ask for it, sorry, I missed something.
It does come back after a long rest, no matter what.
Right.
But a long rest while you're
days.
traveling, it takes 7 days.
I can generate divine favors with not too much bother, so I
That's
might
true.
actually do that. Yeah.
Okay. So you're calling on presumably Praetoritus.
I'm calling up Praetoritus.
Yeah. Okay. Beseeching Praetoritus, who unfortunately cannot speak to you because they are strictly speaking voiced by 8-bit goggles. But anyway,
Was that Praetoritus?
yeah, that was Praetoritus in the library. Yeah.
Was it Praetoritus? Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were Preticore, not Praetoritus. Sorry.
No. Praetoritus is the one of knowledge, which is
Right.
So Praetoritus gazes through you, and you've done work for Praetoritus. You're in Praetoritus's good books right now, especially as you're a cleric as well.
Good books, see
And
we did that.
I'm basically because this is a reasonably hefty ask. I am going to roll a d20, and if it's above 10, it's going to happen.
Okay.
That's a 14. It happens.
Nice.
Sal, you feel this rejuvenating sensation go all the way through your body. It starts at your brain, and it floods downwards, and you feel it flood through your neck, and it's like you are younger than you have been in ages. You are still the age you were, but your hit point maximum is back.
I'm really amused that no one actually knows Sal's age, so I could be like, yeah, that checks out. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
I'm just kidding going to DM.
I'm 12 again. Honest. Yeah. But well done on surviving that. That will happen, as I say, every dawn until you defeat it. Then it gets a D10 days reprieve. In this case, 8 days. And the reason I'm giving you the full info on that is because presumably, other DMs are going to need that information as well. So write that down on your sheet, and I can share that with you later if you need to as well. Yeah, there is obviously a way of lifting that curse. You don't know it yet. I don't know it yet. It's going to be down to whichever DM is running it when you try and do it. I mean, remove curse will probably do it. Although, bear in mind, remove curse is not guaranteed to remove curses.
Remove curse!
But it's a good assumption to make that remove curse will work. I have a DM of Sal's age. Oh, okay. Not what I expected. But yeah, well done. I'm going to say right now what the XP for that one was, because you can all put this down. So divide this by 4, you get 200 XP. So it's going to be 50 points of experience each for beating the Spectre of Salavanareth. Although it is not Sal's corpse. It is just Sal's spectre. It is 9:30, which is a pretty good time to have a break just before you head on to the pillar. So I will.
At this rate, we might actually do this in one night.
I think so. The pillar's not like a ridiculous long one like the cult. So
unless
I
we
think...
decide to suddenly go for a full persuasion and reconstruction of Cobalt society, that will take us.
You might. Who knows?
I could take it down.
So I've hit the break time screen. You're going to be audible still. So feel free to chat with people. Just mute me, Mike, if you want to do a loud fart or whatever. So we'll come back in about 10 minutes. So let's do 9:35. If that's okay with everyone.
Excellent. Yep.
Just to check, we are finishing up the rest now, right?
Yes, you'll be. So this will end the rest.
Did the hit points also restore my Did the favor only restore my maximum or my health as well?
I'm going to say you're back to full health.
Oh, handy. Thank you.
Yeah, gods don't do things by half.
Thank you, Divine Intervention.
I'm going to go into the Q&A section. Has Nick had his birthday cake yet today, says Summer. Report. The answer to that is report and kick. Andra says, do you believe in a thing called love? Report and kick. And Ben asks, have we leveled up already just from these random encounters? So that
How much
question,
did we get from the giants?
the answer is report and kick. Let me have a look how much you got from the giants, because you might have, honestly. You might have.
The Spectre probably does not give us XP.
Oh no, I need another 250 to level up.
It's grindable.
The Spectre did give you XP, I just said.
Oh, had it?
Yeah.
Oh, did it?
It was 50
Okay,
each
cool.
with the Spectre.
Oh.
Yeah.
50
It's a full-on encounter. It's
fair.
it's worth 200 XP. It's a CR1 creature.
It almost outright killed you.
I
happens anyway.
almost sent something harder. Like the original one I was going to send was a poltergeist, which is CR2, which seemed reasonable enough. Did you know they're invisible?
Did they go to sleep when told?
Permanently invisible? A CR2 creature that is permanently invisible. A poltergeist.
Oh, that's fine. I can see invisible.
Yeah, but how
At all
evil is that
times.
against a normal party? At second
right,
level,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, the rest of us can't.
In fairness, yes. Just because I have a Dressen doesn't mean that each party has Dressen.
Yeah,
Right,
also,
so that was...
oh my god, it makes a charisma check contested against your strength check, and if you fail, it throws you up in the air. That's neat.
That's cool.
So yeah, let me look at let me go and get the what it was a hard encounter. So let me get how much XP a hard encounter is.
Definitely want to play an undead game where you can play as ghosts and ghouls and whatnot.
One character at level 2, 3 characters at level 1. A hard encounter is 375 experience points.
Divided
That doesn't
by
divide
4
by
is annoying.
4.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Round it up for Nick.
Nah, you ran down. So that's going to be 93 experience points plus the 50, 143 then.
With 143 total?
No,
Yeah,
no.
I think so.
Oh, right. Yeah, with the 50.
I mean, double check my maths because they are bad. Bree says, "Does remove curse also work on drats?" No, you got to swear. One of the components of remove curse is just the word fuck.
So the 143 included the Spectre as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that's
And we
it.
didn't
I'm
get anything
going
to
to-
the Starspawn encounter.
I'm going to divide that into 3 silver and 14 gold.
The Starspawn encounter was more of a "this is strange" sort of thing. There was no abject danger at that point unless you'd like attacked it, and then sure, yeah. but you know, it was more flavor and a bit of a rumor that you can investigate later. That sort of
We
thing.
should have asked it for stuff. We should have been like, hey, give me something.
You could have tried that. It is a chest after all. Anyway, I'm
What it
gonna
had inside it.
actually. I don't need the loo, so I'm gonna stick here and just pour myself some more drink.
I do. I'll be back.
Oh,
See you in a sec. So yeah, for everyone watching, thanks for dealing with all these drop frames. We've had 93,000 drop frames so far. What's going on here is basically Virgin Media have an issue in my area that they're looking into. Or so they say. They also said they don't have an issue in my area, so I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to let it go like a week or two and see what happens. And if it doesn't, I'll call them to try and get it to fix. In the meantime, what I'll do for these D&D games is I will record them and upload them afterwards. So, well, I'll stream them as well for anyone who wants to try and watch along. But I'm also recording this one now, and I'll just upload it afterwards. I could run it through the auto editor and remove spaces, but I can't be asked.
Hello. As a wizard, I would like to vote that what do you call them? That the XP could be converted directly into gold, one to one. Thank you. As a wizard, I will accept 1-to-1 to Electrum.
That used to be how it was done in, like, I want to say first edition.
But the 1-to-1 to silver isn't too bad.
Hello there.
Hey, Anvis. How you doing?
Did Breeze question go?
Am I right? Important question. Has
He
Nick
did.
remembered to pee?
I haven't needed to pee, so I haven't got.
Okay. Fair enough.
If anything, that means I should probably hydrate more.
Yes.
Yeah, I would like to make a redemption for hydration.
Well,
I would like to make a redemption for hydration.
I know you tend to
I would like to make
No.
get chatting to chat and then you forget to go do your resting. So always my first question.
that is a fair, like that is a good thing to do. In all fairness.
Mm. Ow. Ow. What's Chapman saying?
Yeah, your question went through, Brie.
Question.
She asked if remove cursed works on drats. You can't cast it without using a narrative filter. Yep.
Oh, apparently I had forgotten to switch to live chat again. Oopsie. I wonder how
I
many
hate that
messages I
top chat
missed.
thing.
It's so useless to us.
Yeah, it's particularly annoying.
Especially because it doesn't it seems very difficult to determine exactly what it decides is stop chat instead of just chat.
Yeah, I don't know, because when you hover over it says some messages such as potential spam may not be visible, and it's like, yeah, but it's already hiding stuff. Like, there's already an auto mod. I'm having to enable 50% of Summer's messages about ass. So yeah, I have no idea what it's on about.
Speaking of, excellent maneuver on showing the hill chance your ass.
That was fantastic.
Thank you. It worked perfect. It worked too well, in actual fact. Gave them a really clear target and they hit it.
Yeah, at least they didn't hit it bullseye.
This is true, and they didn't hit the dwarf either, because bards aren't exactly hardy.
Well, it's a dwarf. Dwarfs are.
Dwarfs are, yes.
So clearly it's a spell.
Typically, this dwarf is a bard, so... I think they've got like D8s for hit dice.
What? I think so.
Yeah.
I can tell you that Frida has maximum hit points of 10. So yes.
Yeah.
I need to read you part of my notes for this session because the majority of Sal's notes are done in the moment, like during the short rest afterwards, during the resting phase. So I need to re-describe how this church event went.
Reese says, fun fact, in 3.5e, wizards needed to use XP to cast some spells and craft certain items.
Indeed. Very, very importantly, permanence was one of those spells that needed that. Because that was the spell you would use to take a 1-minute spell and make it a permanent spell.
That sounds broken as all fuck. Also, we've just hit 100,000 dropped frames. Yay!
What's going on there?
It's Virgin Media. They're having a real issue in my area. My upload speed has dropped from 35 megabits per second to 3.
Oh, geez.
Wow.
They're looking into it, but no fix.
Sure they are.
So I'm recording this separately, and I will upload the recorded version as well.
That is fair. I was wondering why, like, when I returned from the bathroom, I was still hearing myself talk on the stream.
Yeah, I've just had to drag the red line across because I was a good, 5 minutes behind.
Well, I am 3 minutes behind.
Yeah, it's really bad.
I didn't realize it was just, having trouble in that regard.
Is it time yet? Is everyone back?
It is indeed time.
Yes.
Okay, let's run on back to the main screen.
Just to confirm, Ian, are you also back?
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, welcome back. You awake to a dawn, which it's straight after the Spectre attacked. I mean, how are you all feeling about this?
A little bit concerned. Being attacked by ghosts was not on the plan.
No.
Seeing a strange light recently. And when I saw the Spectre approach, it was stepping in the same sort of light.
So I'll do that thing.
I have a concern that I may be cursed. I don't know about the demon bot there. Might just be confusion.
I lean over to the cleric and I say quietly-ish, not so quietly that I can't be heard. The old man's seeing lights and dead people. Should we be concerned about him specifically?
I believe it may be a hazard of his profession. And so I would not advise any undue concern at this stage, but we shall see how it develops.
Yeah, with a passive perception of 14, I'm just going to go with...
I think it might have been a curse in a book or something. I was doing some research.
Curse.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll take your word for it.
And
You guys are the magical
experts. And then I have to put the specific book that might have been the cause into isolation.
It's very concerning.
Very.
Yes, I don't know where the strays got a lot of those books from. They have been here longer than I have.
Perhaps I shall also take a look at the library's collection. Make sure nothing untoward has crept in there.
Well, be careful about it. Considering curses.
Indeed.
Okay. Are you all pressing on towards the pillar then?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not taking a long roundabout trip, like circle it first and take 2.5 weeks to get there.
But actually, we would first like to go 12 squares north, 5 squares west, 6 squares south.
So the
12
Spectre
squares
arrives
east.
again. Yeah. So you all.
Yeah. As we arrive to the pillar, how big is it?
Oh, it's big. 200 feet up. It's
How
200.
many around?
It is about. Hang on, I have written that down. Let me. I think it's about 20 feet in diameter.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
That's not as wide as I was expecting.
Sorry, 30 feet in diameter. There we go.
Okay,
I
a bit
actually
wider,
have
but
a map.
Well, I don't think we're taking it home.
No,
I don't think that was the ideal.
You
I think
arrive
what you
at
want.
this huge spire of red stone, and
should
Can
we
we
be
steal
able?
this stuff?
Should we be able to see all these tokens?
yeah, that's fine. They're visibly like hanging out up there.
Oh, that's right.
Like they're right there. They're visible. They're not hiding in any way.
Just to be clear, are they standing on the pillar?
Yeah, they've got like climbing harnesses, and they're hanging from it.
Okay.
Some of them are like mining away, and others are just climbing up and down, ferrying things up and down. And there's one right at the top, just sort of standing there, hands behind his head, and just surveying the land.
Right. Okay.
There are a couple at the
what-
bottom as well, though. It's not just the
Yeah.
ones at the top. The ones,
I completely misread this map. It's not top down. This is the
yeah.
from the side.
This is yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why I was checking whether or
Very
not
good.
this was going to be like a gravity shift situation.
So, the prompt was that this just suddenly appeared, was it?
Yep, straight out of the ground.
That's how good old. Which one is this?
Fontaine.
Fontaine
yeah.
works. Yeah.
Well, I'm inclined to do what any reasonably sane part of a society person would do and make contact. Maybe we can talk this out.
Okay, I'm just bringing out a cleric token and a...
I'm mentioning this to the group before I do anything. This is more of a here's an idea.
Yes, I think it's a sensible idea to talk to these creatures and find out what's going on here.
Okay, there are a couple at the bottom. One of them was wearing cloth robes, and sort of ambles up towards you and goes, "Hi, I'm Belks.
Hi, Belks. I love you already. Fantastic.
Welcome to my pillar.
Your pillar?
Well, it's not mine.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's Fontaine's.
I found it. Well, and so did Dilks, Filks, Gilks, Hilks, Jilks, Kilks, Lilks, Milks, and Zilks up there.
I'm going to call all of you Belks.
Well, that's kind of insensitive, but okay.
I'm a brood indeed. I'm Salavanarith, but you can call me Sal or Sally, however your mood fits.
I'll call you Salks.
I will take that, thank you. Feels very inclusive.
Welcome to our stone. It was
Indeed.
made by the great god, Filks. Not to be confused with Filks the Kobold.
I see. We usually call Filks Fontaine, where we are from.
That doesn't end in ilk, so it can't be a name.
Yeah. You have a very interesting culture.
We love it here. I mean, we hate the sun, and we're in the sun all the time. But you just got to do these sorts of things for God.
What exactly are you doing?
That was going to be my question.
Well, we're custodians of the tall thing, and we are bringing things to the top to give to the top.
Okay,
For
why are you
Fontaine.
digging it out?
Well, because they are shinies and must be given to Filks. To Filks! Not to be confused with the other Filks.
Milks, do you see many travelers pass by this way?
Plenty. They
Do
come
you usually-
far and wide, and it's great because we take all their stuff and take it to the top of the pillar, and we give it to Filks, not to be confused with the other Filks. Well, we give it to
Would you be
Zilks,
willing-
actually, but Zilks keeps hold of it for Filks.
What do you do with the
Things
people?
at the top.
What do we do with the people? We just let them go on their way. They go when we
Would you
draw
be-
the crossbows and all that.
Would you be okay with just letting them visit? Also, give praise to Vilks.
They can
Bring
visit
their own
if they give
gifts
us all their
instead of-
shinies.
Would you be okay with just letting them bring what they want to bring to Vilks?
It must
Instead
be
of taking
shinies.
everything.
We must have the shinies. Anything of the earth belongs to Filks, not to be confused with the other Filks.
How about we go? You're the one that's in charge here, right?
No. Well, yeah, yes, and no. I'm down here. I'm not the most elevated. You want the elevated ones
I see.
because to
okay,
be high up is to be in charge and on top.
In which case, I would like to speak to. I think we need to speak to who's in charge. This is. We're not going to get very far with the bottom. You know, we're top of the
Are you
pillar kind of
sure?
people.
Are you
You want-
sure
you
I'm
want
not
the
taking
top,
this
not
the
the
wrong
bottom.
way around?
You want the top, not the bottom. Understood.
Are you sure I'm not taking this the wrong way around? Because being close to the ground is being closer to Vilks.
If being closer to the ground was being closer to Filks, why would Filks shoot rocks upwards?
I mean,
To
that's a
exile
solid
those who are
point.
unworthy.
Sal.
And
Sal,
the
this
Vilks.
Make a persuasion check, a deception check actually, because I'm pretty sure you know that's false.
That is a 14.
It's not high enough, I'm afraid. No. You are heathen. You are a heathen. Give me your shiny things in recompense.
I don't think I will.
Nah.
We still have things to talk about. I will stand aside for now.
If you want the top, yeah, I'll get them for you. And he leans up and bellows, Filks, not to be confused with the other Filks.
Oh, you mean Silks?
Oh yeah, that's the one. I genuinely have a panel of 9 kobolds I'm looking at here, and amusingly, I didn't write down the one that's on the top on the list. That's why I keep forgetting the name.
You have linked the token.
He's got a
Yeah, I know, but I'm zoomed in at the bottom of the moment. But yeah, Zilks! And Zilks at the top. You can sort of see, it's 200 feet up. You can sort of see this tiny little silhouette against the sun. Goes up to this giant sort of horn and speaks through it. And you hear this voice ringing around your head. It's kind of like... for those with, is it thaumaturgy? It is thaumaturgy
Yes.
that does the booming voice. It's a bit like that, but it's even further. The radius of it. It's like a supercharged version of that.
And what does it say?
And he goes, "Who dares come near my pillar without shinies?"
It was Fontaine's pillar.
Vilks, actually.
It's mine, my pillar.
You have a heathen over there. Claiming
I
rights so to Vilks' pillar.
Going to dig through my stuff and pull out my trophy from an animal, which I'm going to say is a small skull of some kind of small animal that I presumably caught when I was being taught rangery stuff, and I kept it as a
Blink dog.
Yes. What?
Blink dog.
Sure. Let's say that.
That's a real creature. It's a teleporting
I
dog.
know it is. I know it is.
Okay.
I've just kept the skull of a wild one that I killed and skinned, I suppose.
They're hard to hunt. They keep teleporting. Like that's that's a good trophy.
I hold it up, presenting it to all, and I say, "This, amongst others of my many treasures, are going to be my offerings to the great Filks, not to be confused with the other Filks, and may I ascend."
This is from Bilks.
That's not shiny. We need Chinese.
I add my 2 silver to it.
Zilks goes, I accept. Come to me, child, and be blessed in Fontaine's splendor.
Who is this Fontaine to speak of?
Filks, goddammit. Not to be confused with the other Filks. Actually, no, I think Zilks is going to call it Fontaine.
Interesting.
Hey, you have a heathen over there.
They just start, like, the 2 priests on the ground just start, like, pulling each other's hair.
Stop it.
You've been given passage up, Amity. What are the rest offering?
I don't know whether or not I have the offering I have in mind, because we never decided whether Talia had it or I did.
The elemental gem.
Yes.
It's an interesting offering. I'm going to say you don't, because you've not decided with Talia ahead of time. Because otherwise it would be pretty harsh to just rob Talia at that last minute. But you can have that discussion afterwards and work it out.
I
But at the
offer
moment,
a malachite and an electrum piece.
Malachite's a good choice. Electrum piece is also good. That's from the earth. What about Vanston?
I have some shiny silver coins and this shiny knife, I suppose.
Oh, that works. That's all stuff from the earth. And Frida?
She will hold out her horn, blow it. I too have a horn.
Mine is better.
Just starts cracking a little as it's getting a little like upset that your horn is clearly nicer. Yeah, you're allowed up, but Zilk shouts, "You must make the journey yourself."
I'm assuming this is the thing we have to climb, and there's not a clear path up.
There is no clear path up. No.
Okay.
You can ignore the coloration on this because that is for if a combat encounter happened on this cliff face, which I think you're going to be okay with, for now. But yes, you're able to climb up. But I'm going to need either some assurance that you're not going to fall, or a good athletics check.
That's what I was going to get towards, because knowing this was Fontaine, knowing we were dealing with we were dealing with a pillar, I came prepared with ropes, pitons, a hammer.
Yep.
So I would like us all to be attached to each other. Yep. I'd be heading up because I'm the one with the proficiencies here. And as I'm going up every 10 feet, I'll 10 to 20 feet, I'll be adding a piton and
Sure. How many of those have you got?
20.
That's plenty. Yeah, you can do it every 10 feet then.
Yeah.
I also brought I also have rope, so I can add that to the mix in case it's needed.
So you're all able to start climbing up. So this is going to be a group athletics check.
Andy, I don't think my cat can help me with this one, unless I can use the wings to help balance me.
But because you've got the rope and because you've got the pitons, your consequences are going to be much lower. Like it's going to be a much less worrisome than like 20d6 bludgeoning damage, because you'll probably just fall, and we've got to just sort of grab and drag people back up again and that sort of thing. So we're gonna go for a group athletics check.
Okay, are any of you not particularly good climbers?
I am not a particularly good climber.
I'll be all right.
Frida will give you bardic inspiration, a bit of a geeing up, some friendly encouragement. I'm sure you can do it with our help. With all clubbed together, I'm sure you can get up there.
So
Thank
that's
you.
a
Don't say no
D6
to
that you can add to your ability check. You can add
Right.
that after you've rolled it, but before I tell you whether it's a success or not.
Cool.
I just remembered that I never used that one inspiration hack before. Oh
It
no.
only lasts 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's gone now.
Don't suppose you have another one you can spell?
Yes, I'm sure you can make it too. If we all help each other, I'm sure we can get there.
That's 2 bardic inspirations gone.
That is-
Okay.
And
all
I
my
didn't
bardic
either.
inspiration's gone, by the way.
Okay.
I'm just gonna add the inspiration to it anyway, because I maybe I should have waited for it and used it when we were up, but I've done it. 23.
23 is a
Lol.
success.
16.
16 is a success.
That's on that one.
Oh no.
I'm
That's
not
not a
doing
success.
well on the athletics checks tonight.
No.
15.
15's a success as well. So
Does Fireball need to make a roll?
Fireball can fly. Fireball's fine.
Fireball also has a climb speed.
Yeah, anyone with a climb speed doesn't have to make the check as well. I should have added that, but I don't think anyone does.
Not yet. I'm not high enough level.
Yeah. So you start climbing up. Amity's at the front and sort of is scrambling up pretty quickly. Sal's also making pretty light work of it as well. Maybe that divine energy is still flowing through them, but they're making pretty quick work as well. Vanson, you're doing pretty well too. And Frida, you have fallen at the first hurdle and are just being dragged up the slope.
I
dragged
think
up
everyone
the
else has
face.
just gone so fast that Frida is just dangling from the rope. at the
Yeah, and
bottom.
you're just going bonk, bonk.
Once
on the way
again, Fireball is just going to go to Frida and grab on and try to...
Just trying to right her up, yeah.
Yeah,
He's just making sure she doesn't bash too much against the rock, and she's just hanging there, just going.
Sure,
"You're doing
roll me
really
a
well,
raw
everyone."
strength check with Fireball's stats, please.
You want a raw strength check, or you want
Yes.
a athletics?
A raw strength.
Because it's the same.
Ah,
That's a 4.
a 4. No
Which
luck.
well,
Fireball sat on Frida as Frida was just going donk, donk, donk.
At some point, Fireball is just going to give up on that idea and just return to sound.
Yeah. So Frida, you're making your way up a bit dazed and confused and a bit concussed. You're mechanically still fine though, but yeah, you start making your way up, and you get about halfway up, and you meet some other kobolds who are sort of hanging there and doing mining, and they're like, "Shinies." Oh, that was no, sorry, that was a completely different character from like 2.5 years ago. They're like,
Shiny, 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 shinies.
Shiny. And I should carry on.
okay, they're moving towards you.
Okay.
You give us your shinies,
Not-
right?
I'm
They're
giving
bringing the shinies to sell.
I'm giving him the shinies.
Ah,
Ain't giving
give it to
you
us. Give it to
none.
us. We'll give them. We'll give them up. We'll give them up.
We
I
have
keep
to
going.
divide it up.
I
Nah,
don't
you
stop
gotta- you
as we're
gotta-
talking.
Oh, okay, okay.
Like, no.
All right. This is going to be initiative.
Ah.
They're coming in. They have weaponry. They have actually mostly they've got daggers and scimitars.
Right. How far
I'm
are we?
assuming.
Yeah, I'll position you all. Don't worry. And you're all
We're not.
relatively near
I'm
each
not going
other.
to be able to use a two-handed weapon for this, am I?
You are climbing one-handed, so it would be difficult. Yeah.
Yeah. One-handed weapons. Okay, that's
I'm
fine.
going to say Vanston is
Stuff is
next,
technically one-handed.
and Sal. Bible's just. I'm going to say up there with you, and then Frida. There. That's where the rope's been. Frida, you're technically upside down. There we go. Yeah, so roll initiative, and I'm actually going to use the initiative tracker in here for once, and we'll see if it works.
Oh, right, it has one now. I was wondering why you didn't send us an initiative tracker link this time.
Let's see if I can
Good
do that.
initiative.
Select trackers.
That's
Add
great.
to initiative. There we go. Right. I'll just roll. It gives a default number for all of them. I haven't actually given an initiative to them. So that's...
I rolled
I'm
a
just
17.
gonna attach the fireball to the wizard.
So if you click on your icon, you can type in your own.
I mean, it will still be the item itself will still be
145.
named.
Yeah, that's not quite right. And that one's also got 14. So go free to Spiral South, Vance and Amity. Excellent, that's all on there. Roll your initiatives. You should be able to update your own, but if you can't, let me know and I'll do that. Ooh, nice. It is working.
There we go.
Excellent.
Yep.
Good, because this was released today, so I have no idea if it works or not.
It's on Aeon. It's on Owlbear Aeon.
Oh, right, I cannot see it then.
It should be
the
top
cross-
left. There should be 2 cross swords.
Oh, there we go. Okay, sure.
Be careful not to click on the owlbear because that takes you back to the front page.
Yeah, it's really annoying, that, isn't it?
That's
I
right.
did it so many times when I tried to use owlbear through the DM screen.
So Zilks is on the initiative, you'll see, but is not taking any actions at the moment. Just there for like barks and responses and stuff like that at the moment.
Should I edit in the initiative score that I got? Or...
Yep, you should be able to edit in your initiative score on there and set that up. Okay, everyone's in. Excellent. So we are going to start with Kobold 1, who is actually the furthest away from all of you, starts scuttling down. So, some rules now that you're actually up here. The rock is standard climbing, which means it's effectively difficult terrain. Okay, movement on this is going to cost double what it normally does.
Nice.
The lighter stuff here is really easy handholds. That is effectively not difficult terrain. You can move your normal speed along those bits. These rocks, if you cross those rocks, you need to make an athletics check or you will fall. Because it's like really rocky and loose ground and that sort of thing. This will apply to the enemies as well, don't worry. And falling is not necessarily guaranteed death. Even though you're quite high up, there will be chances to like grab handholds on the way down and that sort of thing. Okay?
Plus we're roped up to buttons.
Plus you're roped up, which will absolutely help. Those things can hold quite a bit if I recall, so you should be okay.
Yes.
Bear in mind that does limit the range that you can move from each other.
Yes.
Okay. So Kobold 1's gonna rush down. 1, 2, 3, 4. That, like that, and it's looking at you going,
Shinies.
it's gonna do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's it's there, it's stuck there. It's dashed in order to get here. So it can't take any actions.
Okay.
We then
So
go to
that's my
Amity.
turn now then.
Yep.
Yeah. 2 questions. One for after my turn, really speaking, because I'm only going to get the 1 action and then that's me. But what's the maximum range we're going to be able to move away from each other, given we are tied together?
What's your length of rope? 50 foot?
50 foot, but
you got 2 of them.
Sal attached his, so it's about 100 foot.
100 feet plus the amount it takes to like wrap around you. I'm going to say probably you've got 50 feet. Maximum length.
Between each other?
In total. So draw a line from between each other and that can't go more than 50 feet.
Okay.
AKA 10 squares, which is quite a bit.
Yeah.
It's at 8 squares now on the distance.
Yeah.
Kind of 9-ish, isn't it?
Yeah, because you have to
You
go
can't
around
damage
the
as well.
right?
Oh, yeah.
So we're pretty much already at maximum. Because
because
that's
falling.
To be fair, that's because Frida is literally just at the end of the rope, upside down at the moment, just going.
Okay. So good to know. I can't move any more squares away. I can only move like circular motion around. Okay. Good to know. My action is going to be, since they're taking hostile. Are they attached to the wall?
Yeah, so they've got climbing gear that they're using to attach themselves to the wall.
Okay. I'm going to. I want to see how sturdy their gear is. I want to throw that guy off the wall. Like, you want my stuff? Go and get my stuff. Throw him off.
Okay, that would be we're going to go with a shove, essentially.
Yes.
So your athletics contested against Kobold's athletics or acrobatics. It's choice. It's going to go with acrobatics. Is one dead Kobold? Ooh,
Yep.
a moment there. So yeah, that one's gone.
no.
That has activated Zilks. You hear a bellow shouting, "Leave my acolytes alone." It's getting deeper and louder, like he's twisted a dial on the horn.
I'd love to if they'd leave us alone. Now, let's go.
Oh wow, my
just trying
my
to
network connection at the moment
interrupt.
is 60 kilobits per second. I'm actually kind of amazed that Discord's still connected.
Just holding up, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. How is any of this still working?
yeah, I know. OBS is now complaining it can't connect to YouTube. It's fine, we're recording, we'll be good. Yeah. Okay, Amity, anything else?
I'll just shout down to everyone else. We need to be moving, people. Just urging everyone up.
Meanwhile, upside down, it's Frida's go.
Okay. Yeah, I guess she's just gonna try and climb up. I don't think she can reach any of the kobolds.
Okay, you're currently upside down, which I'm going to count as prone. It's going to take half your movement to come back up. Upright and get a grip.
I can move like 3 squares then.
Yeah, it's not great.
'Cause-
You can dash. You can dash.
Oh yeah, might as well do that.
So you get up for, I think, 12.5 feet of movement, and then you can go 1 square, and then dash to go 2 more squares.
Wait, the squares are 5 feet, are they?
These squares cost 10 feet because you're climbing. The light stuff costs only 5 feet if you're on that stuff.
All right, yeah. So 1 square, and then if I'm dashing, I can get up to Sal.
Yep, straight up to Sal.
And that's it.
Okay. Over to the next kobold, which is this one who's actually really close to Sal. Comes straight on in. Is right next to Sal and Frida, who's the target here. It's probably Sal, wizard man, probably has shinies. Yeah, so...
Show a malachite.
Yeah. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Bullshit.
Okay, it was a dagger, so it's not a huge amount of damage that's gonna be coming from that. It's a good thing you haven't got your hit points massively lowered.
Indeed.
You are going to take...
Petrichor.
Oh, that's a shit roll. You're going to
No,
take
not Petrichor.
5 points of piercing damage. The
That's
dagger
fine.
finds its mark, but yeah, it's a dagger. It's not too bad.
I'm at level 1 hit points now.
Yeah, it's a rough time. That's its go, though. That's its go. Oh, sorry, hang on. I should be rolling that with disadvantage because they are in the sunlight. Okay, it still hits, but you're going to take... you regain 2 points of piercing damage.
Yay!
So, because, yeah, they've got sunlight sensitivity as well.
Andy.
Good to know.
Why aren't you things asleep?
Over to Kobold Free, who's coming up to Amity. And is going to... Oh yeah, Zilks has fucking legendary actions. I should remember that.
No.
Is gonna dagger you, and again out in the sunlight, so squinting at you. That is going to be an 11 to hit, so I don't think that's going to hit. Yeah, that's the power of disadvantage.
That's the power of love.
Zilks Fontaine's Chosen at the top bellows out at you. How dare you? And is going to... Okay. What it does is Zilks melts into the stone beneath his feet and appears... How far away do you go? 120 feet. Yeah, that's enough.
Oh.
And appears here between Vanston and Amity, and is going to strike Amity, and wouldn't normally be flanking, but kobolds have pack tactics, so they do get advantage. Also, Zilks is the only one that doesn't have sunlight sensitivity, so it will be with advantage.
Oh no.
With a scimitar. First one is a 24 to hit.
Nah.
Did you say it has
For a second, I believed you as well. For a second, I believed you. That is going to be 6 points of slashing damage.
6. Oh, ow.
Yeah.
Good roll.
Turns around to attack Vanston for the second one. No
Come on,
pack
what?
tactics this time, so I'm actually going to re-roll that because I rolled that with advantage at first. But no pack tactics this time because no ally within 5 feet. Well, that's a shit roll. 7 to hit, so
Yay.
that's not going to hit Vanston.
That will hit.
And one more attack. And that is... Oh, that's also bad. That's a 13 to hit against Vanston.
That also does not hit.
Yeah, so not able to do that. That
Was
is
in my mate for a second.
that is Zilks' go. Yeah, he's got 3 attacks and he can jump through the stone. Okay,
Like that.
Vanston, over to you.
Right, yeah. I think I'm just
priest
gonna,
violence.
yeah,
Priest on
I
priest violence.
think I'm just gonna try and bludgeon this guy for now.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask how flanking works, but I don't think it applies here, does it?
Doesn't apply here
No.
because you have a melee situation on. Because Amity's got another
Yeah,
enemy
okay, it's a
there.
mess. That's fine. No
Yeah.
problem.
You've still got your bardic inspiration, though, right?
Do I?
Yes, you do.
Yes, you didn't use yours.
So I get,
I did, the showboat.
So
I used
after
my
rolling,
inspiration to climb.
if the did you use it when you were climbing up?
I use it to climb, yeah.
Okay, so you don't have it anymore.
No problem. So I'm just rolling a straight hit roll. That's fine. That is a 1.
Oh,
a
that's going to
natural
miss,
one.
I'm afraid. Anything else?
Don't think I have anything else I can do other than maybe try and move away, right? But
You can try that.
I don't want to leave Amity in between those two.
You do risk an
Because
attack of
that would
opportunity
be-
if you move away.
Yeah, I'm going to stand here.
Okay. So I think Zilks is going to take their legendary action now.
Oh no.
And they are... Oh, can they actually do this at the moment? They can, but it's tricky. They are going to do it to Frida. They shape the earth around Frida to form a horizontal wall of rock around you. Make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Right. I'm proficient in them. That is a 21.
21's great. So what you can now do is move 5 feet, and you can go to any empty square as a pillar of stone appears where you were.
Okay. I guess I will move to the other side of Sal.
Yep, that's fine. And you can do that one for free this time without having to do a check to stay on. Normally, if you're moving over there, you have to do a check because it's really rough ground. But this is a literal effect you get for dodging this. So I'm just going to put a little drawing here. This is not passable. It's like a jutting wall out. You could stand on it, I guess.
Oh, Zilks, how kind you gave me a step.
That's their legendary action. Okay, we go to Kobold 2. What the hell is Kobold 2? Jesus, Kobold 2's got to go a fair way. So this is a unique thing about this map. This map is actually circular. 5, 15, 25, 35, so it's going to have to dash, 45, 55. That's the full movement. There you go. Kobold 2's wrapped around the other side and is coming back round. Right. Fireball. And Sal.
Yeah. Why did now put Fireball before me? It was Cell and Fireball when we started.
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
I am going to stab the kobold.
Yeah, good shout.
That is going to be. Let me check what my modifier is. I think it's it's a +5, so it's going to be a 13 to hit.
13 hits.
That is at disadvantage. Both of the dice were at 8.
Nice. Oh yeah, you've got the sunlight sensitivity as well. Like you're squinting, the kobold's squinting. It's a bad time.
Everyone's squinting. That's going to be 7 points of damage to Kobold 4.
7 points of damage. That is exactly enough to kill Kobold 4.
Lucky me. Because that was very much just like a 4 on the dice there.
Yeah, they don't have many hit points, but they can be scary when they attack in numbers. Anything else?
Yep, we are moving up here.
Okay.
And Fireball is using help action on Sal.
Okay. To the top, we've got Amity.
Hello there. Question. Slightly to my right here, we've got what looks like a hole in the rock. Because you can see the background through it. What is this?
Indeed, that is a gap. So if you want to go from here to here, you have to jump.
Or we could stand on the bottom of it.
Oh yeah, you can totally stand on that bottom bit. That's fine. You can stand there, which would give you both your hands back.
Yes, it would. Cobalt 3 though, and I don't want to leave that with other people. So
They're moving Cobalt 3.
so the first thing I do then is, can I? Would I be able to throw Cobalt 3 into Zilks? If I were to let go of the handholds for just long enough just to grab the Kobold and just...
I'm going to say you can try to do that, but it will be at disadvantage. So we're going to call it a shove again, but it's going to be at disadvantage. So
I will try this.
The kobolds.
I believe.
Okay.
Remember, it's a competitive roll. So you make the roll
also 19. I rolled a 15.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage.
Wow. What was the other?
18.
Oh, 18 and 15.
14. Yeah. No, 18 and 19 because I rolled a 15 and then a 4.
Well, damn. I mean, I rolled a perfectly respectable 10, but yeah, that beats it. So you grab Kobold free, shove towards Zilts. I'm going to give Zilts a save to avoid this. It doesn't have legendary resistances. No, that's to unleash the kobold. That's not to attack Zilks. I'm gonna give this a DC 10 save because I think this is a fairly easy thing to dodge for Zilks anyway. Regardless, that is a 19. So that. Yeah. On the other hand, Kobold 3 is off. Let me do a save for the falling. That's 13 again, which is going to be another 7 points of damage. So that's another dead Kobold. If they roll high enough, they won't have to worry. But no, alas, they keep dying. They've even got positive to dexterity. I thought they would survive this a bit more, but there we go.
I think it doesn't even need weapons.
Yeah. Nope. No, just hands.
Just the hands and ass.
Yeah.
It's the grounded approach. We know it works.
Anything else?
It's a classic for different days.
I would like to. I've got more slack on the rope now because people have moved closer. I'd like to just move to my right and hop down onto this ledge.
Sure, that's absolutely fine. Okay. Over to Frida.
All right. She is going to climb 1 and then 2. And I think that's all the movement she can do before attacking Silks with her battle axe.
Yes.
She has to do it one-handed, right?
Yes, would have to be one-handed at the moment.
Okay. Let's go.
Would this be
that is a nat 20.
A nat 20 hits, of course. Yeah, roll your crit damage.
So it would have been at advantage, wouldn't it? Because Amit is flanking.
It doesn't matter with a nat 20.
Yeah, it doesn't matter anyway. Okay, that is 16 damage.
16 damage. That's great. Silks takes... This is the first damage Silks has taken. 16 points of damage. Lovely.
What are you doing? We are bringing you gifts.
You attacked my acolytes.
They attacked us.
They wanted the shinies.
We're bringing them.
I taught them to get the shinies.
Well, you are stupid.
Shinies.
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to be a diplomacy mission.
Anything else, Frida? If not, we go over to Zilks.
No, that is it.
All right. Zilks is going to use... Meld through stone to jump to here. So that is functionally a teleport, so there are no attacks of opportunity on that. And is going to make 3 attacks. One against... Oh, I'll tell you what, actually. To there.
3?
One against each of you. One against each of you. So, first of all, Frida. That's not going to hit. I rolled a 3 there. It's not going to. Then Vanston. Oh, that's better. That's a 22 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
Okay, so that's going to deal 5 points of slashing damage. And then Sal.
Do not care for it. Okay.
Sal, that is an 18 to hit.
Oh, I'm just going to go and shield. Why not?
Shield, yeah. Okay, so that brings your AC to 19 or higher, I assume? 21, yeah, you're fine. Yep, okay. That's its go. It's done all of its attacks, yeah. We go to Vanston.
Okay. I don't want to be here, basically. Can I... Okay, can't think of what to do, so I'm just going to use a help action on Amity, if that's okay.
That's fine, yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Okay, over to Kobold 2, who's going to rush in. 10, 20, 30, it's just enough. Oh, actually, I'm going to do that legendary action for Zilks. So this round, Zilks uses all his dust and creates a dust cloud. That is covering that space. So creatures inside there are covered in dust. They're harder to hit. They are also immune to sunlight sensitivity.
Handy.
Ooh.
Is it not harder for it to move or see or?
Not for these. They have a special trait that lets them see in the fog cloud. I know. It's like they've trained for this. Kobold 2 is going to attack Sal with advantage. Ooh.
Why advantage?
Pack tactics.
Oh, back tactics.
Yeah, the melee doesn't come into effect there then.
Not for pack tactics. That's special. They just need another creature within 5 feet. It doesn't even have to be like position wise. So that is going to be a 17 to hit, but you still have shield up because it's 21. They didn't know that. So that is a miss.
It's a pretty obvious cloud of paper.
Yeah, it's paper. Like, come on. That's Kobold 2's go. Sal, it's over to you.
Let me think. What is the best move here? I think I could do that. Let me get a Dorito real quick.
Oh yeah, is it burning hands time?
I think it might be, yes. There we go, a Dorito. Smaller
nice.
Dorito, please. So, it's very difficult to move the Dorito because it's difficult to handle in that regard. I'm trying not to hit Amity, just to be clear here.
Mm-hmm.
But I think if I drop here, I can hit both of the kobolds.
When does Fireball go?
After me,
Right. Where's Fireball?
on my shoulder.
Ah, well, that's all right then.
Wasn't Fireball helping Frida at one point?
Yes, but
That was when we were climbing.
She gave up and returned to my shoulder once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Once it was clear that there's
Then
no
yeah,
real help
you can
to be done.
you can take that. Is it an attack roll or a save? It's a save, isn't it?
It's a save, yeah. It's a dexterity save.
Yeah. So Fog Cloud has no benefits to saves. So in actual fact, no, it's usually like Gust of Wind. They'll get rid of it. I don't think the Burning Hands will get rid of the dust. But we will do the save. Dex save. That's not good. That's a 7.
It will be fire, by the way, just because of reasons.
Okay. 7.
Because I promised the blazing pillar.
Fair.
7 does not pass. No.
Oh wow, that's
That's
fucking
surprising.
wrecked kobold, isn't it? Like,
Let me roll the actual
I
damage.
mean, you could roll them, but I'm pretty sure it's dead.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm
coming
pretty
to
sure
Zilk
as well.
as well,
It's a
right?
17.
Yeah, it's got 5 hit points. Like,
Yeah, Silks as well was hit, by the way.
Zilks is hit just. Yeah, all right. All right, I'll give Zilks a save for this, but that's really pushing it.
Well, that's why I positioned it there. That's why I put the Dorito in Silks' square.
That's cheeky. Zilks has just gotten an 18.
Yeah, that's gonna pass. So 17 halved.
17 halved. Okay, let me just
8.
8.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, Zilts is now bloodied.
Handy. I don't think I
Very
can
good.
do any more Doritos because I feel like my spell slots are gone.
Yeah, probably.
And Fireball is going to help us now.
Yep. Okay, over to Amity.
Okay. I am going to, and it's bloodied from. I think it's taken a couple of hits now.
Yeah.
Do I have anything to throw? I don't want to climb down in case it tries to do something funny and we need somebody as an anger. But I do have both my hands now, so can I get out my bow and shoot it in the same thing?
Yeah, that's fine. You can use your item interaction to draw a bow.
Excellent. Then I will bonus action favored foe, which I think might need to be done on a hit.
Yeah, I think it just happens on a hit, so you don't need to spend a bonus action.
Yeah. Oh well, there we go. Then I'll take out the bow and I shoot it.
Nice.
Does help
All right.
do anything here?
Yes, help grants Amity advantage on the attack.
Great.
Which will cancel out the disadvantage you know. Oh no, wait, Zilks is further away from 5 feet. You're good. So yeah, advantage.
Yep. There was a. I didn't want to move away for towards it for reasons.
Yeah, I just can't do any kind of maths in my.
15 total.
15 total. Let me just double check. That'll hit.
Okay, D8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna go find my D8. Yeah. 4 total damage plus favored foe, which I'm activating, which I believe is a D4. Yes.
Probably.
Plus 2. So.
Plus 2. Very nice. Good hit. Arrow straight in the Zilks. Zilks is like,
You can't be above me.
Says who?
yeah.
You were the one who moved below us.
Frida, over to you.
You
Zilks is
are
like,
doing
Shut up, you're below me.
You are doing
Fine choice.
Zilks a disservice. She will attack again with her battle axe.
All right, wackety wackety.
That is a 13.
13 is exactly what you need. Their AC is 13.
Do we get advantage now that there's no melee going on?
Yes,
He looks
you get
left.
advantage. You've got that flanking.
No, the 13 was better.
Okay.
And that'll be 9 damage.
9 points of damage. Very nice. Getting there. Getting there. Okay. Very good. It is Zilx's turn. Zilx uses the meld through stone to jump right back up here.
Okay, then.
Now I'm the tallest one.
And it takes out a sling. Which actually I don't... Oh, no, it can. 120 foot is the max range of a sling. So it's going to be doing this at disadvantage.
Good thing I measured.
Yep. It is going to fling this at... I think Amity. Amity had the gall to attack from above. So
I've murdered, like, nearly all of the kobolds.
with disadvantage, with a sling, not a good one. That's going to be
fairness.
11 to hit.
No,
Sun and
that
Amity are even on kill at the moment.
That's Zilx's go. Vanston, over to you.
I guess. How many squares can I move? Like, can I move diagonally? Or
You
is
can
that
definitely
gonna
move
work?
diagonally. That's fine. That doesn't cost extra to move
Great,
diagonally.
that's fine.
Keep in
So,
mind, we are limited by rope.
right, yeah, I just wanted to go, like, to...
Between the
Here,
person
basically.
at the bottom and the person at the top is a maximum of, what was it, 90-ish feet? 'Cause
Yeah.
we lost some to the tying up.
That's quite a lot.
No,
Yeah.
50, I think. I think I halved it.
Yeah, you said this.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So,
So
50
if-
feet between the bottom and the top.
If I'm here, am I in cover, basically?
Yeah, you can have cover from that, I think.
Big
That sounds good.
Cool, I will just move to there, then. Is that how I drag myself? Like that?
Yep.
Cool.
That's good. Okay.
You know what? I am actually going to cast Cure Wounds on myself because I'm super low health.
Okay.
So that's just going to put me back up to full, I think.
Nice. All right, Vanson's back up. I think it's time for that third legendary action, and it's the ultimate. So from atop the pillar, Zilx raises his hands and goes,
It is time for my...
and the entire pillar starts to shake and tremor.
That really got out there. What is time for?
Power!
Okay.
Unlimited power!
So yeah, the pillar begins to shake, and basically the whole thing is shaking itself apart. Everyone on the pillar, with the exception of Zilx, I need you all to make me a strength saving throw, please. To cling to the rock. Amity, you need maybe a strength saving throw, but you won't fall off if you fail. You'll be prone, but you won't fall off.
I should have moved to the top of the
21
pillar.
21's good.
3.
Oh no. It's a 5.
1, 3, and 5. That's not good for everyone else. So you start to fall. Now, Amity is going to become the top of the rope, basically.
Keep in mind that we are still bound by Titan's
Yeah.
Yes,
so we
absolutely.
can't
Although
hit
you've not
forward very
knocked,
far.
you've not knocked in new ones since you were about here, I think. So you can fall a little bit.
I started here.
Oh, was Amity up here? Amity might have been there then. Okay,
Yeah,
so you've
Amity's
got
up there.
those knocked
Yeah,
in, so you'll fall to that. But you
I
will
was about
do a
here.
bit of falling, and you will end up prone. So all of you will require more movement. So I'm going to turn you upside down to indicate prone, and I'm going to put you all about 10 feet down. So no bludgeoning damage. And Amity, you pass, so you're still up. You feel a tug as the rope hits you, but you're fine.
Yeah. I brace myself against the rock. It's all good.
So you're all upside down, hanging there, and you're like, oh god. Yeah.
Frida, is this how it felt?
Over to Sal. Sal, it's your go. It's going to be half your movement to get to unprone yourself. And then you're in actually rather an awkward position to get out from anywhere, because you've got rocks ahead that'll be an athletics check or falling again.
Okay, I'm
And then
gonna
that other
measure
rock.
again. So I have 1 square of movement, right?
You will have Yeah, 1 square of movement on this at the moment.
How do I get rid of that empty ruler? The fact that the ruler stick is weird.
Oh yeah, it is unusual, isn't it? I can get rid of it, I think. No, I can't. Never mind.
But
very nice.
okay,
Any actions?
Well, I'm gonna move behind here, I guess.
Okay, that's
and-
solid cover. That's full cover. You're untargetable there.
Yeah, I was hoping to get close enough to what? I going around the pillar is technically not a good idea, I guess. Because mechanically, I don't know if you'll count it as so, but otherwise I'd be dragging the rope around the pillar.
So mechanically, this is actually not the width of the pillar. This is kind of like a flattened out circumference of it.
Oh no, I mean the protrusion.
Talking about the I am a rock bit.
Oh, that bit. Yeah, you can try going around that. I will count the rope as getting like tangled around. Absolutely.
Yeah, so I won't do that particular maneuver.
You can always cut yourself off the rope.
That is true.
You could. I wouldn't recommend it.
Neither would I. Can I scratch my current movement and go for this instead?
Yeah, sure. Make me an athletics check.
I have advantage.
From the help, yep.
So that is going to be a 9.
A 9 is not enough. You fall straight back down to where you were, upside down.
Right. And
you were like, I've got this. Oh, no.
I think that's my turn. Fireball is going to help me.
Yep, that sounds good. Okay,
Fireball,
Amity.
I'm pretending that Fireball did unprone, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah, Fireball isn't. Fireball's not prone at any point because Fireball can fly.
Yeah.
Over to Amity.
Okay. We have a small problem. Somebody's got to go kill the priesty, but you guys are all going to have a problem coming up because not the most. We have a cleric and a wizard and a bard. You're not known for being athletic.
Clerics are pretty strong.
+1.
I'm gonna do the crazy thing and split the party.
Are you going to cut the rope? Because if you do, we're gonna fall.
No. What I'm going to do is hammer a piton into the ground where I am.
Okay.
It's going to be like straight down to like where the eye hoopy bit would be.
Sounds good.
Take the rope off myself, making sure everybody else is still not immediately about to fall,
Sure.
and tie my rope to that piton.
Okay.
So they have a really solid anchor point from which they won't fall a distance from.
That
They're
sounds
not gonna hit
great.
the floor.
Yeah. That will cost you your action.
Yep, that's absolutely fine.
But yeah, that's good.
And then I, free of all sort of hindrances, start my climb up this the inside of this pillar.
Yep. Okay. So you can just start climbing up. Go for it.
That's difficult terrain, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so that'll be 1, 2, 3. How many do I get?
You get normally 6, so 3 when difficult terrain.
I stop here then.
Yeah, it depends on your movement speed, but I think yours is 30 feet.
30 feet, yeah.
Yeah, so 6 squares, so yeah. I'm sure Keith is screaming at the fact that we're using 4th edition's movement. Yep, okay, over to Frida. Frida, you're upside down.
Yeah, I'm totally picturing Amity climbing up, like Ninja Warrior spider climb style.
Oh, yeah, like, I love it, yeah.
All right. How do you turn these things?
You just select it and then you get a little
Right.
handle.
Okay. Yeah. So half my movement to get upright, and then I can move 1 1/4 squares.
if you move to the right of that square, you're free.
Oh, right. If I go up here.
Yeah.
Do I still have to make an athletics check to get?
Not to get off of there. It's only to get onto one of them.
And then I guess I should use dash to go another 2.5
2.
squares.
Yeah. You're getting there though. If you can get onto this, you'll be able to move properly.
It's a good
Keep
shout.
in mind that we
Yeah.
do have limitations between us, so...
Yeah, but I'm not going to get 100 foot ahead. No, I'm not going to get 50
Frida's
foot ahead
not
of
going to be the person at the top.
I've got short legs as well as being crap at climbing, apparently, even though I get +2 to athletics.
Yeah.
I'm just kiddingly going to put the tracker down for what the current rope lineup is.
Oh, OBS just disconnected again.
dial-up.
Okay, over to Zilks.
Before Zilks goes, did I miss a round, or did Zilks act out of sequence because of his legendary action?
He acted out of
Legendary
sequence because of his
That's
legendary
fine,
action.
carry on.
Yeah. So he is going to teleport. Oh, how evil am I? How evil am I? How evil is Zilks? How evil do we think Zilks is?
Local.
I think Zilks wants a piece of this.
I think Zilks is chaotic neutral.
Yeah, Zilks is evil enough then. Teleports through the stone to Sal.
Oh no.
Yeah, well, let's see what happens. Scimitar 1. Ooh. That is an 8 to hit.
That doesn't, luckily.
Scimitar 2. That is a 22 to hit.
That does.
Are you shielding?
Even if I had spell slots, that won't save me.
Okay, so that
Oh no.
is 5 points of slashing damage.
Owie?
Attack free.
No, thank you.
It's a natural 20.
Odds are I'm unconscious.
How much health have you got left?
5.
Well, that's 8 points of slashing damage.
Yep, I'm unconscious.
At least it's not permanently dead, because crits can do it.
Yeah.
But Zilks remains there now. And we go to Vanston.
Hello.
Sal has just gone dunk.
That's
Unconscious.
Now swinging for the rope.
Yeah, you felt that weight immediately.
Do I have line of sight to Zilks?
Yeah.
Cool. I think I'm going to try and Sacred Flame, which might not
Okay.
work, but it's the only thing I can think of right now. So I'm going to need a Dex save
Mhm.
from Zilks at, it's going to be 14. Let me just check that.
Well, I've just rolled a 4, so I'm pretty sure it fails every dex
Love
save
it.
imaginable.
Big fan. Okay. Zilks, in that case, will be having 8 Radiant.
8 radiant, you say? The bolt of radiant light hits Zilks right in the face, and Zilks kind of looks up for a moment at all of you being higher than he is. And you see this rage in his eyes at all of you fade to nothing. And he falls back off the rock and lands at the dirt below. That was 2 hit points
stupid
more than you
roll.
needed to kill him. But yeah,
Nice.
well done. Well done.
Meanwhile,
Meanwhile, Sal is still dying. So
I really hoped I could grab the points of the rulers as well as myself and just make myself dangle on the rope.
just swing a bit, yeah. So Sal, it is actually your go next. I'm going to need a death saving throw.
That is a 6.
1 failure.
Unless I have advantage from the help
No,
action.
you
which I
don't get. You can't get help on. No one helps you die.
Fireball attempts to stabilize.
Fireball can't attempt to stabilize.
Sure, she can.
No. Amity,
She has a medicine score of 1.
it's over to you.
I see a kobold fall to the floor. I'm like, well, I was gonna. Okay, fine. I'll climb back down to the rope and reattach myself. I'm just gonna. I can't really do. I'm not gonna be able to get down to Sal and do anything. So I'm going to stay here as an anchor and be ready to help people up.
I mean, you can always just drop and try and grab the rock as you go past.
I could do this. I'm not going to do this, but I could.
Okay, Frida, over to you.
I don't have any spell slots left, so I can't heal either. So
You can stabilize.
You can stabilize.
If you can get, if you can
Stabilize
get
with a medicine check.
yeah, if you get to Sal, you can do a medicine check. It's DC 10,
can I
and
reach?
on a 10, they're back up. Well, they're not back up. They're unconscious, but not taking any
Not
death
dying.
saves. Yeah, not dying.
Yeah, I can't reach them and do that because I am small.
It's the difficulty with climbing. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, you can try to get closer and maybe try it next turn.
If
Can Fireball go and help Amity?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
since Sal is now dangling from the rope, if I climb up, will it pull Sal up?
Actually, can you give orders to Fireball when you're unconscious?
No, but Fireball is an intelligent creature.
Yeah, but is Fireball just going to be like mourning your death and licking your face at this point? / trying to eat your dead body because Fireball's a cat.
Fireball is not a cat. Fireball is a person.
That's true. It is like more intelligent than a commoner, so it probably would go and get help. You're right. Yeah. Sorry.
So I'm now being urged by an animal to jump off the.
It's coming up and just going.
the rope up.
Pushing you to the edge.
It's just going.
Yeah, so Nick, my question was, if I climb up, will it pull Sal up because they're attached on the rope?
Yes, but I will need you to make an athletics check to pull Sal up like
if
this.
Frida comes next to me, would I? No, I'd have to have taken a help action, which I haven't, so never mind.
But you could maybe do that next turn, for sure.
Yes.
But you can give that a go, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Give me an athletics check.
Do that.
If you move diagonally up one, that's
No, wait. I did
already
take.
good.
I did say I was getting down and being ready to help.
Oh, then yeah, you can help.
You ready
Yeah.
to help action?
Yeah, so I can give you advantage on the pull up, or you can give. Yeah, I can give you advantage because it's your turn.
If Frida uses 10 feet of movement to go towards Amity, Amity can help with the pull upwards, and that will raise Sal 5 feet.
Okay.
And the rope is now actually 50 feet long again. Or are you pulling me?
Sal's about to be pulled upwards by Frida. So roll with advantage, athletics. Your DC for this is 13.
Okay. Okay, the first roll is a 6. The second roll is a 20. Dirty 20.
Ah, that's great. Sal's raised by 5 foot as Frida's just going pulling
Finally,
Sal
I
up
managed
the
to
hill.
succeed on the athletics check.
Yeah, so Frida, you're slightly further up. Excellent. That's Frida's go. Zilks is actually dead, so I'm going to take him off of here. It is Vanston's go.
Okay, can I move? Is this gonna... No idea how this is going to affect everything. Can I move diagonally?
Yep.
Upwards and right.
Yep.
Without making an athletics
no.
check.
That takes you out of the danger zone, yeah?
Yeah, that'll take you out of the danger zone. You'll be fine.
Great. Ben said something. What was that?
He's
Things
stabilized Sal.
Well,
Oh,
no,
right.
Vanstone is not close enough, and he might just fall off if he
It's
gets
too
closer.
dangerous to try and get there immediately. So I'm going to move. I want to move diagonally
You
first
have
and then
30
try and get
feet,
down.
so if you go diagonal, then you can just approach me.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm
what.
thinking.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying.
So
Go for it.
I have enough squares to. Also, sorry, I was prone when I did that Sacred Flame, but I didn't notice because my icon looks the same upside down. That didn't affect anything.
You
did
can
it?
attack from prone. That's actually fine. What it does is it's disadvantage on attack rolls, but you don't have to do an attack roll for your.
Didn't have to do attack roll.
So
Great.
it's fine.
That
Still-
does mean that you technically only have one movement this turn. Like one square, if you get up.
Tricky.
Okay, well I'll take that movement. I'll rotate and take that movement anyway. But
So if you had noticed,
Mhm.
you would have righted yourself, I assume.
if I got
would
an
you-
action afterwards, then yes, I would have done.
Yeah, you'd have still had your movement.
Okay.
Can we retro?
I'll say retroactively. Yeah, you totally
Cool, that's fine.
Like you would have, like Vanston would have noticed that he's upside down. So yeah, that's fine, and would have had plenty of movement to get back up.
Okay, in that case, I will try and get down to Sal.
Yeah, and also Vanston's token at the moment is symmetrical, so it's a bit of a nightmare seeing that you're upside down. Yeah.
So I can move that way.
So yeah, that'd be 10, 20, 30. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. You don't need any checks for that.
Great. Okay, so that's so I lost. No, I didn't lose anything. So that's one movement, and so I can take an action. So can I do a medicine check?
You can do your medicine check. Yep, absolutely. So roll in. Is it wisdom? Wisdom plus medicine.
Medicine.
It is wisdom. Yeah. Let me just check the bonus.
Very good for clerics.
Yeah,
it's good.
The DC is 10. It's a standard set DC for this. 10 or higher, and it's a success.
I did not pass. That was an 8.
Ouch.
Luckily, it doesn't force me into another one.
No.
In fact, it's the out of my turn, does.
Sal, it's your go.
That is a 14.
14, that's a success. Good. Okay. Fireball? Possibly helping Vanston?
I could actually. Yeah, Fireball could help action Vanston instead.
Whispering medical information.
Yeah, the whispering arcane from beyond. Since she is a fey monstrosity.
We go to Amity?
Well, actually, no longer a monstrosity. Just fey.
Same again. I'm here and I'm ready to help anyone who's doing something.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Frida?
I mean, if I try and pull anyone up now, I mean, Sal's going to bump into Vanstone, right?
Yeah.
But you don't have to. You can like tighten the rope and move closer if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could hammer in a piton or something.
I guess I'll do that.
Okay.
2.5. And yeah, I guess I can come down here if I kind of dash.
Okay. Well, you can't put a python in anymore, but you can just get down there. That's fine. That's no problem. Vanston, medicine check with advantage this time.
Amazing.
Because you have a cat literally whispering into your ear medical information.
19.
19's great. Sal, you're stabilized. Sal, you're going to come back to consciousness in 1 hour. Meanwhile, you have a bit of dead weight, and you can climb all the way to the top if you want. You don't have to do that through movement and all that. We're not doing that through initiative.
He's not dead. He's fine.
Fine. He's fine.
You can also pocket me in the gap that Amity is in, I guess.
Yeah.
While you go to the top and check that out.
So that would be the plan. Would be to pull the now dead weight up to the gap. Maybe attach some like soft stuff to you, like bedroll. Maybe wrap you in a tent like a corpse, and then just drag you up.
Yeah, just all the way up. Yeah, less bumping.
And then we rest on top.
That's fine. I'll let you all do that without a check. You've got no opposition at this point. All the ones on the ground aren't as good at climbing. And to be honest, they didn't like Zilks that much. And having beaten Zilks, that probably means you are the owners of the pillar.
Are they hanging around? Are they still there?
They're there. They're looking up and they're going, "Praise Filks!" Not to be confused with the other Filks.
Is the other Filks dead now?
No, the other Filks is still on the ground. It is also shouting, "Praise Filks!" Not to be confused with me. So what you get at the top, because Zilks amassed a fair pile of loot. You can have the horn, which does essentially cast the voice loudening part of thaumaturgy, but it has a greater range. I will put this in the Discord as well. It has a range of 300 feet. It's useful, but it's a common magic item. It's not one that's going to go for much.
That's the same range as thaumaturgy.
Oh, is thaumaturgy 200 feet?
300.
300? Jesus. Well, it's like thaumaturgy for those who can't cast it then. Which is fine for a common magic item. Like, most of the common magic items are jokes. That you'll find, like the Cloak of Billowing, where you can use a bonus action just to make it billow dramatically.
It's not as pretty as my horn.
Best cloak.
However, there's a pile of stuff up here. There is 110 gold pieces, and again, I'll post this in Discord. You don't need to write it down. 110 gold pieces, 1,000 silver pieces, 1,900 copper pieces, 3 gemstones, each worth 50 gold pieces. There are 2 pieces of translucent green chrysoprase and 1 piece of translucent white with a pale blue glow moonstone. And there is also, and this is actually attached to Zilk's, but you'll find it on Zilk's, is a ring. And that is a ring of feather falling.
Went handy.
So yeah, you also, though, because you are now in charge of the pillar, the kobolds will let you come and go whenever you want. They'll let you do whatever you want. You gain the boon of Fontaine. And I've added this already to 5e.tools, and I'll put this in Discord as well. This is a specific downtime activity you can do. If you spend a week performing religious services at this pillar, you gain the boon. Now, the boon is a spendable resource. You gain it. You can only have 1 stack of it, but once you've used it, you can go back and do more downtime to get more. As an action, you spend the boon to manifest a 5-foot diameter stone pillar out of any rock or stone floor. The pillar can rise up to 20 feet high and can lift a medium creature. If the creature's unwilling, it can make a save to not be on the pillar. And it can't be used to crush things to death. But yeah, it can be quite useful for making sudden like staircases and the like.
Quite similar to the Wall of Stone spell then.
It's a little bit like that. It's a little closer to a version of Tensor's floating disc that you can stand on.
Yeah. Very cool.
So yeah, it'll last for 10 minutes, and that uses up the boon that you get from there. But yeah, all it costs is religious services there. You should probably be a devotee of Fontaine to do it, but Fontaine doesn't mind if you want to just do some praising. Gods don't care. Gods are desperate. But yeah, so you gain that.
Obviously, considering silks.
Yeah, well, yeah, they are desperate considering Zilks. So you gain that, and the area is now open to visit from anyone. Unless you want to lock it down yourselves, like you can take this as your own thing, kick out the kobolds and institute a toll or something. You can do whatever you want with it. It's, as far as the kobolds concerned, it's yours. Yeah.
So Nick, you said the kobolds were mining stuff from the pillar.
That's
what were
right.
They mining?
They were just taking shiny stones out of them. Most of them are not worth anything at all. There are probably some precious gems in here, but the ones the kobolds have found have effectively been by accident.
What is the pillar made of?
It is made mostly of rock and also stone. It is made of whatever... You know what desert mazes are made out of? It's made out of them.
Sandstone?
I don't know if it's... Yeah, it probably is limestone, isn't it?
I said sandstone.
Oh, sandstone.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Yeah, it's probably not limestone.
As if, like, a column of earth, from the local area just rose up in place, essentially.
Yeah, it tends to be red always, and they don't know why, but it does. It has just risen up, and there's no real explanation as to why. And gradually over time, it will crumble to dust and fade out and fade away. But the larger ones last longer.
No problem.
I'm literally just looking it up what they're actually made out of. Yeah, sandstones, shales overlain by sandstones. So that's what this is made of. Shale and sandstone.
Oh. So it was actually a corrective sandstone. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Minecraft ingredient.
Can we enlist those remaining kobolds to continue gathering offerings and leaving them, and then when we come and collect them?
Oh yeah.
They're gonna be like continue murdering and
we're not going to have
people.
them gathering them off people in the area. We're going to explain some things, I think.
I was going to say, oh yeah, you can totally get them to be your criminal gang.
No, I wish Imp was on this quest.
Imp would love it. Yeah.
In actual fact, I just had an idea, but that's for another time.
But yeah, I'm gonna end the session here. You have succeeded. So what I'll do is I'll roll the outro screen, and then I'll get you all the XP and all that in the chat. But well done. That was That was a good session. I enjoyed that. You all played very well.
I
Yeah.
got knocked unconscious. Yay, it's the first time. Is it? I'm not sure.
Did
It might
somebody
not be
make
the
a
first
note?
time.
Did somebody make a note of all the loot because I lost track? Like
I'll
completely
post it
my-
in.
my
It's a
brain shut down. Yeah.
I'll post it in. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
All right. See you all very soon.
Bye, bye.
Bye.
When we go to the outro screen, you'll be able to
Happy
hear me, but they won't be able to
birthday.
hear you, and it's going to be super weird, and I'm going to be talking over you. So get used to that. There we go. Right. If I'm quick, I can hit the mute button. There we go. They're not going to hear me now. Thank you all for sitting through the instability, because that was a bit rough. Sorry about that. Virgin Media's just fucking me over. I'm recording this. I will upload it later. Hopefully at pretty high quality. And you'll be able to see that. Guild of Icons on Friday. I'm just gonna record offline, I think. And I will upload that one separately at a very high quality. I might try streaming it live at the same time just to see what happens, because you never know, we might get lucky. But I'll also do a specific high quality CPU recording, which will be a lot better. Thank you to everyone who supported this stream. Your names are coming over here on the top left now. If you want to get your name on this list, go to ko-fi.com/HisCursedness. It's technically pronounced coffee, but I don't know. I like to call it Ko-fi. And I'll see you all very soon. Yeah, so Friday, Guild of Icons. They have 10 cursed dragons who are about to die and a ring of 3 wishes. We'll see what happens. Nordmark will return very, very soon. Next week, in fact. And I'll see you all soon.